every single weekend we come out to you guys to preach the word of God, the good news, to give our people some hope in a world of insanity, in a world of oppression, in a world of sin. We're watching out for our people, seeing the state of the flock, seeing the state of the minds of our people, because we've been carried away of every wind of doctrine, carried away of the lust of the world, the cares of the world. So we need the watchmen out here on the street, and shout out to those that other congregations out there preaching the word, all right, in spirit and in truth. Let's get down to Ezekiel 3:17.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
All praise to the Most High. The Lord thy God had ordained many watchmen across the four corners of the globe. Right? We're not your policemen, we're not your firemen, but we're the watchmen to be able to view things on a spiritual level, not on necessarily a physical level. Right? We're not here to gain any sense of self-entitlement or some type of worldly gain. We're not here to take your money. We're here to give a spiritual counseling, so to speak, to our people. Get our people a chance to see the spiritual side of things and not necessarily the physical, right? So we're not your policemen, we're not your firemen, we're not none of these things, but we're something that our community definitely needs, which is righteous watchmen out on the street, right? Now read it again.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
Notice that this comes straight from the Lord thy God. It's not ordained by man. Notice that. It didn't require any type of degree to come out here. This is already ordained by the Most High through Christ. Right? Read on.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him no warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
And that's the thing. Since we know something, receive the truth, and we learn through many examples of our teachers, right? We learn through the teachers, and we execute and we meditate on the word first through our homes, and then we come out to the street and preach this word. But if we hold that truth from within and hide it, then it's not going to be any profit to the community, especially if we're wanting some type of a change, right? If we hide that truth, then guess what? Then blood is going to be required by the Lord thy God as well. See, the Lord thy God ordaining these watchmen to show our people their transgressions. We have to show and acknowledge our transgressions and our sins and be able to change. So you need those watchmen to guide the sheep, the flock, the right way, because there's a lot of people out here, a lot of men and doctrine out there that's not giving our people a sense of hope, not guiding them, not leading them the right way. They're leading them to the slaughter. Notice the Lord thy God is saying, show my people their transgression, give them warning from me. The warning is, hey, you may not know who you truly are. You may accepting that you're black, Hispanic, Native American. You may be already comfortable in that. Hey, you may be in sin. You may be eating abominable foods. You may not even realize that you're in the land of your enemies. That's the warning that we're given. But yeah, if you take a look at YouTube or take a look at the televisions out there, there's many winds of doctrines. Some people are spitting a lot of doctrines and requiring money. We're not no Pop-Off, like what, Jesse Pop-Off selling water. We're not selling anything to you guys. Peter Pop-Off. Yeah. Peter Pop-Off took tap water and give it to the neighborhood. You heard of Peter Pop-Off, brother? Brother, he gets some tap water and he's selling it to the people. It don't make no sense. There's no enlightenment in that. There's no profit, no gain.
Right. Tap water from Jersey.
Piss water.
So you have to ask the origin of these doctrines. Where does it come from? We can stand boldly on the truth because it comes from thus say the Lord God. He's ordaining watchmen to tell the truth to their neighbor. Let's get Zechariah 8:16. And it's profitable because guess what? We can not only teach ourselves and meditate on the word, we can go home and execute it at home first and then go out to the communities and teach the communities. But instead we have wicked rulers out here that's not telling the truth to our people, and they want to keep our people in sin. That's the problem. They want you to continue to hit that snooze button, but we keep telling and alarming, giving that alarm to our people to wake up, come out of it. But this is the prophet in speaking and teaching righteousness.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 8 and verse 16. These are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor, and execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates.
See, once again, it's expressed through the Lord that we should speak the truth to our neighbors. Not the neighbors of your neighborhood. Talk about your Israelite brethren and sisters. Speak the truth to your neighbor, your people. And then also execute and live in this righteousness at your homes when nobody ain't looking as well. That's profitable. That's profitable. That's some type of gain. That's something that you can't sell. It births integrity. It births a sense of hope in living righteously in our communities. And that's what we're missing. Read that again.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 8 and verse 16. These are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates.
Notice it's saying execute the truth, execute within your gates truth and peace. Speak these things to your neighbor. These things are righteous aspects. It's not how I think and how I feel. Because America teaches that. Speak truth and peace. Execute that within your gates. Teach it among each other in the communities. That's how we can have a thriving, healthy relationship with Christ in the Most High and a righteous communities. We won't have broken notice every neighborhood dealing in the cities. We're missing broken baskets, like the hoops and everything. And the mentality of our people is destruction and death. There's piss within the alleys. There's weed smoke. There's liquor.
That's on the south.
Drug fiends. This is what America and their doctrine is pushing consistently. But if we were to execute truth and tell the truth to our neighbors to build each other up, we wouldn't have these things. Right? I'll read that again.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 8, verse 16. These are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates.
And that truth is Christ. Let's get that in John 14:6. Right? The truth is Christ. That's what we pushing. But within Christ, there's many attributes that he has given us, the many examples that we can follow. That's what we're pushing. We're not pushing death and confusion. We're pushing a sense of hope, a sense of reality. That reality is Christ. He gave us the way. He gave us the attributes on how to walk. Right? This is what we pushing when in terms of truth.
The book of St. John, chapter 14 and verse 6. Jesus saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
See, the Lord is saying he is the way, he is the truth, he is the life. You can't bypass him and get to the Father, the Most High. Learn of him first. Learn of him first. Learn who you are, why things are happening. The many dangers that are before you. Learn of that first. Let's get Baruch 3 and 14. Right? Christ being the way, the truth, and the life. And that's what we push.
The book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 14. Learn where is wisdom, where is strength, where is understanding, that thou mayest know also where is length of days and life, where is the light of the eyes and peace.
That's the thing. It's telling us to learn where strength is, where understanding, the length of days. Learn your history. Don't just accept in your social studies class you're slaves. And that's it. You go home. Don't just accept it. Ask why in social studies class they teach in slavery, how we became slaves. Like what happened? How we ended up being shacked up and shipped on in a boat, in a cargo ship. There's many trinkets of signs that the Lord thy God has given us. Why are they always pushing that we only, which is a captive people? Well, the Bible clears it up. It clears and answers all your questions. Ask where wisdom is. Ask where you get your strength from whenever you're feeling low and having doubt within you. Don't turn to weed and cigarettes. Don't turn to liquor. Get that strength from the Lord. Get that guidance and obedience. Get that hope and might. Learn who your enemies are too. Because you have enemies which are the other nations because they inspired against you on a consistent basis. Because you are special, the children of Israel, the 12 tribes, you are special. That's why you have enemies. Right? Learn where life is, where it begins, how things are created, where you get your strength from. This represents something. Look at Sirach 17 and verse 11. It represents an heritage, something that was given to them, that no other nation of people never received, because they living a particular lifestyle, a very powerful lifestyle, because they dismiss the Lord thy God. How you doing, sir? But sir, you got 2 minutes to hear the word of the Lord. 2 minutes to hear for the Lord. The Lord, you don't gotta pay for nothing. It'll give you a sense of strength. So this heritage was only given to our people. Nobody else received this. Folks should be excited for that, right? Let's get the book of Sirach, 17 and verse 11.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 17 and verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
That's the thing. We're given knowledge in a way of life. That knowledge comes from the Lord thy God. And we can learn from it, build from it within the communities. Meditate on it, because we're going to go through many trials and tribulations and many emotions, right? It represents in the law of life. So this can be examined and practiced upon throughout your daily life, your daily walk, to the day you die. This ain't something that can come and go. That's why it says the commandments are everlasting commandments. They last forever. Right, so he gave us knowledge and the law of life. America gives you Starbucks and sin. Consistently. Hey, do as thou wilt. But God said he gave the children of Israel that's been through slavery. They don't know who they are. You calling yourself black, Hispanic, Native American. God gave you a purpose. Read on.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 17 and verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance. He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgments.
That's the thing. He given us a covenant, an everlasting covenant. He showed us our judgments, what to do and what not to do, what's righteous and unrighteous. But the other nations, they didn't want to listen to that. They didn't care about that. But he's seen something special within us. That's something that we can't forget. That he gave us inheritance. He gave us a covenant. Throughout history, they shown that. Folks think they're superior, like white supremacy. If you're superior, then why you keep stealing ideals and stealing land? If you're superior, why do you consistently hate? You should be elevating right now. But white supremacy is not all cracked up what it's really supposed to be. That's the thing. That's another doctrine. That's another lie. Right? I'll read that again.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 17 and verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance. He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgments.
And that's highlighting that no other nation has received that opportunity. Because if that opportunity is given to them, they're not going to use it with sincerity. They're not going to use it to build. Because the other nations have power to clean up the streets. They have money. But instead, they use money for what? Tupac said it best. Use money for war, we can't feed the poor. That's facts. You use money to push sin. If every politician say no to drugs, but yet they behind the scenes sniffing crack, cocaine, behind the scenes, they're doing deplorable acts. They want to hide those things, like those files. They want to hide those things, but tell you to live righteously. It's crazy. Right, read that.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 17 and verse 12. He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgments.
And that's the thing. He showed us what's right and what's wrong, how to act accordingly. Because without something righteous and substantial, we're going to be living in chaos. We're going to end up being comfortable in our sins. Look at the book of Micah 2 and verse 10. But God is keep consistently saying, no, you're here in America or throughout the four corners of the globe being shipped out through slavery because of our disobedience. That you forgot your heritage, your way of life. How to see what's righteous and unrighteous. But we have to wake out of slumber, wake out of sleep.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
So notice he's saying, arise from this polluted land. This place will destroy you. Wake up out of slumber. That slumber, what can cause you to sleep right now? Like spiritually, entertainment, the entertainment industry, right? The many fights like what, 50 Cent fighting with T.I., abominable foods, right? Eating unclean foods, politics, right? Voting Democrat, Republican, giving you a sense of hope in that system, but throughout history, it hasn't gained any traction. It hasn't changed our minds spiritually. Right? Read that again.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
Yes, if you don't change your ways, and you stay in this polluted, you stay in this polluted mind state, in a polluted land, you're gonna end up consistently being destroyed, slowly but surely. But you have to come out of her, so you won't receive the plagues and the judgments. Read on.
If a man walking in the spirit and falls into a lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink, he shall even be the prophet of this people.
Like accepting any wind of doctrine, accepting something that goes against the Lord thy God in his creed, like being able to vote every single 4 years. You expecting change. You may want the stimulus checks. You may want lower gas prices. Opportunities to be equal opportunities within our communities. We hope for these things, but you can't change a system that always hated you since the day you were born, even beyond that, since the dawn of time. You can't change something that's unrighteous to righteousness. It was meant. Everything was meant. Us being in the midst of captivity, it was meant to be a lesson for us, because we have fallen from keeping on God's commandments. So accepting any wind of doctrine, we cannot do. Read again.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 11. If a man walking in the spirit and falls to a do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink, he shall even be the prophet of this people.
Yes, if you're accepting that lie, which is not no truth or a sense of hope in it, if you listen to it, you're gonna also spiritually be destroyed as well when you accepting that wind of doctrine. Because you can't therefore also teach others when you accepting that. It's not gonna build up a nation of people. And then you're gonna consistently remain in a sleep sense of state. Let's get Psalms 119 and verse 18.
That's why batteries.
Yeah.
But that's why we have an opportunity. But that's why we have an opportunity to seek change, to incline at the Lord. Because what we're doing is we're inclining at the words of Satan. Because remember, Satan was trying to get the Lord to see.
Yeah, it was earlier. That made batteries down.
Yeah, it's battery going dead.
All right. Hold your thought. Don't forget it.
I had a bag. Did I give you the bag?
Uh-uh.
At the school?
Cause I ain't never taken them.
Let's put it in your bag.
What
Sound like you're still on. Say something.
what batteries it take? AAA or AA?
Double it.
It's AA.
Yeah, it's double.
Y'all got me had a bag full of them.
I got AA. I just don't
That's
got
the bag
AAA.
I gave you, ain't it?
Nah, this my bag.
You sure?
Yeah. Cause you had AAA, I had AA.
I had double.
I had double.
I think that might be the bag.
Nah, cause bro, I got a
Oh
whole.
no, here they go.
That's it, nigga.
I got four more.
The James.
My bad.
Drop the other one.
Give me that one.
That's the one that came out.
Yeah, the other one.
Right.
Check. That's the one that fell to go.
Accepting any winning doctrine, it could be your favorite pastor, right? Give you a good, fair speech, but you have to ask and see the many patterns of that pastor. Ask and see what the politicians are really truly saying. If our communities are really changing from within, or is the same pattern over and over again. Ask these things. Because if you don't, you're gonna remain asleep. But it's something that we have to ask for and do in terms of seeking the Lord. And that's why we're trying to highlight to our people on how to seek and mortify the sins and the issues that you have from within. Let's get that in the book of Psalms 119 and verse 18.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 18. Open thou my eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law.
That's the thing. We have to incline to the Lord our God. Open up my eyes and so I can be taught the wonderful things of the law. Open up my eyes, incline. Help me, Lord. Showcase the faults that's within me. Open up my eyes because I'm consistently sleeping right now. I need a sense of guidance. I'll read it again.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 18. Open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law.
That's the thing. Notice that it's an acknowledgement of the law being, like they believe in the law, they believe that it can help them. And they're inquiring of the law. We have to inquire at God's will. We have to desire a change. So I can behold the wonderful things of the law. We have to inquire and make haste. Let's get that in Psalms 119 and verse 60. We can't inquire at those that never want to change within their lifestyle. We can't inquire at the Democrats or Republicans. At even the pastors. Question them. Ask what's the purpose behind whatever that they're bringing out. Who am I in this book? Where do I belong? Inquire. What can help me when I'm feeling depressed? Feeling down? What can give me a sense of hope? Right? Let me make haste. This is making haste. Inquire of the Lord.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 60. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments.
That's the thing. You make haste. You heard the commandments was good. Shoot, if it's good, let me inquire of it. Let me ask questions. Let me get a sense of hope. You got to make haste. Because when you make haste and you learn of these things that's righteous, then you would know how to deal with many issues in your life. You have a sense of stability. Right? You won't walk around like the Walking Dead. Right? Read that again.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 60. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments.
Because there's a sense of trust when you're making haste. Right? It's just like you get an urge to take out a cigarette butt or any narcotics to get a feel whenever you're going through whatever emotions. If we have trust in those things or any other lust or issues that we may have, if you have trust in those things and triggers, then we can therefore seek the Lord and see what he requires of us. Inquire of him whenever we do have these lusts come upon us. Thing is, we put trust in the wrong things. Right? I'll read that again.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 60. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments.
But we got to make haste to keep God's commandments consistently. All right, let's get the book of Psalms 111 and verse 10. Right? We got to fear the Lord thy God. Make haste.
The book of Psalms, chapter 111 and verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding of all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever.
Yes, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Why? Because we're inclining at the Lord. We bowing our heads. We're trying to learn righteousness, see the iniquities that's within us. We're teachable. We're trying to be students in this. And when we consistently be students in this, then we're going to delight to do his will. Then you won't feel depressed anymore. And if you do feel depressed or going through any situation, you know where to go and who is going to guide you. All right, but with that, I'd like to say shalom. Thanks, brother.
Take flights. Take flights.
The book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19, you said, right? The book book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19 and verse 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love.
Right, so it says the first step. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of the Lord. See, we got a real big problem in our community. We just seen a brother up in Guilford Court get killed. He was 18. I actually used to cut his hair. He was 14 when I used to cut his hair. It's crazy how just 4 years, this man wasn't even grown yet according to the Bible, but already lost his life. And a week later, you got a 15-year-old get killed over some childish stuff. I ain't even gonna get into it, but some childish stuff. But it's crazy because our people don't think that we need the Lord. We think we already found them. But if we already found them, why is everything destroyed in our neighborhood? Why are children dying at such a high rate? I'm only 23, but I've already lost a good handful of friends. Lost a few in middle school. Lost a few in high school, and now we lose it even more at a higher rate. But our people act like it's nothing. It's the norm. This is not the norm. But read that again from the top.
Thank you.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19 and verse 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love.
Right. So it says, and wisdom obtaineth his love. See, that wisdom comes from following him. His spirit, as we read in Wisdom of Solomon, that spirit can't dwell in a soul that's subject to sin. So when you're doing everything against the Lord and what he say, guess what happens? Like he said, he brings strange calamities on you. Our community, straight health problems. Because guess what? A lot of our people eat pork. You overindulge in sweets, candies, and drinking alcohol. Guess what? Our people dying, getting murdered all the time. Because guess what? We can't even have simple conversation. We can't rebuke each other because that wisdom is not in our community. But it was supposed to be the doctrine of our life. It's supposed to guide us. Well, read the next verse.
Verse 19. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life.
Right, so it said the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. Everything that's written in this book, we are supposed to apply. See, it's crazy because when we out here, people look at us like we, y'all act like the Pharisees. Y'all think y'all better than this. But it's crazy because we used to live those lives. But we see now that wisdom, how it's applied and how it make everything simple, just as it says in the song. But our people keep looking around and we say, oh, man, brothers keep dying at a high rate. Brothers, this going on. Everybody, the household's broken up. Everybody want to sit on a podcast and talk about 50-50. Bro, 50-50 it shouldn't matter. Just like my great uncle posted the other day, real married couples don't talk about 50-50 because it's a partnership. You work together. But we spend our time on folly. We spend our time on things that are unprofitable. We spend our time on things that never help our community. When everything is sitting right here in this book, the Lord gave it to us. Read that from the top again.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19 and verse 19. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom.
Right, so it said the fear of the Lord is all wisdom. See, when you fear the Lord, you're going to move a certain way because he tell you to do certain things. But in having that fear for him, it protects you. Brothers wonder why, in Houston, you wonder why you waking up with a new disease every other week. Well, you probably should stop fornicating. It's simple. The Lord told you. Get you a wife. Right. Brothers wonder why, man, the police always on me. Oh, bro, you riding around.
See, you doing right.
Yeah, you got the blunt lit up. You riding around, you playing Pooh Shiesty still the 100. You got your speakers in the car. Yeah, police, they already don't like you. But see, if you understand, when you got the Spirit of the Lord, the wisdom that comes upon you is different than what's in the churches. Because see, when you got that wisdom, you understand that cop. I ain't gonna say what my uncle called him the other day, officer. Yeah, we ain't gonna say that. But officer such and such. You know what I'm saying? You understand with that fear of the Lord, he is your enemy. You understand that when we go through, only the Lord can save us, so I need to move with that wisdom that he gave us. I need to move with the counsel of the Lord. Because we done tried every man way. You done went from Islam, you done went from Buddha. Bruh, you sitting on the rock with the incense smoking, ain't doing nothing. You running around in the dress, talking about all praises to Allah, or whatever you want to call it, Santa Claus. It ain't do nothing. But we still go through the same things, but our people don't understand this fear of the Lord. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is doctrine of life. It's simple things in this life, in this doctrine of life that can be applied to our lives that protect us. It's simple. Go to Sirach 33.
That's why I said, behold, the wondrous thing like the peace that will do your life, the oil. You think God is bringing some dust from heaven. Your problem is
The book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33, and verse 1. There shall no evil happen to him that feareth the Lord.
Right, so it say, there shall no evil happen to him that feareth the Lord. Excuse me, I read that wrong. Yeah, that feareth the Lord. Because when you fear the Lord, you're going to keep his commandments. It's simple. People talk about, the law done away with, but that same law that is the same thing as the reason why our neighborhood are destroyed. Give me a bottle of water, bro. Cold air turned me up. But people don't understand that fear of the Lord with that wisdom, those simple things. Appreciate you. That wisdom. That wisdom that comes from the Lord when you fear him, it protects you. Just like it said, there shall no evil thing happen to him that feareth the Lord. People don't even understand how even the Lord look at you eating pork as evil. Because guess what happened after you eat that pork, after the Lord told you not to eat it? Well, you start getting gout, high blood pressure. You got parasites all in your body, all type of stuff. But people look at those things as minute. Those people look at those things as minute. But even when we look at how we deal with each other, people look at, I understand love, don't hate thy brother. But you don't understand how deep it goes. That's why Christ had to keep reiterating it.
How you doing?
I love you, baby.
So understand why Christ had to reiterate it. Because it goes deeper than just saying, I love you, giving you a hug. It goes deeper than that. If we have an issue and we can't resolve it without a gun being pulled out, it's a lot of hatred already stored there. Because if I really loved you, I would never want to harm you. Even on the worst day, I can have the worst day, but guess what? I remember the Lord say, don't hate thy brother. I'm going to keep that in my mind. Well, I got love for this brother. I really love my people. But our people love the white man because of his way of living. White man say, hey, go put a Christmas tree in your house. Go buy all the designer shoes you want. Hey, now we're going to legalize weed. People be like, oh man, Mr. White Man ain't never did nothing to me. I heard that so much. Like, man, black people do more harm to me than white people. Okay, you crazy. You don't know history. That's the problem. But read 33 and 1 again.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33, verse 1. There shall no evil happen to him that feareth the Lord, but in temptation, even again, he will deliver him.
Right, so even in that temptation, man, people, everybody is battling some type of lust or some type of wickedness. We were, like I say, born in that sin. But you understand, when you fear the Lord gonna make a way for you to get out of it. Man, if you know what I'm saying, you in a situation where, hey, like I said, guns might be pulled. Hey, but if you got that wisdom, guess what? You're gonna see it get the tension getting to rising. And you'll be like, all right, bro, I'm gonna leave. But we don't understand that. We don't look at those things as important. Everybody, you trusting in everything else. You trust in your 30 stick. You trust in your condoms. You trust in whatever. but ain't nothing helping. But even then, like it's ridiculous. Go to Ecclesiastes. Yeah, go to Ecclesiastes 10.
Ah, yes, man.
I ain't running around telling my
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10 and verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place.
Right, so it say folly is set in great dignity. Folly. Just like the Lord say he chose the foolishness of this world. Because our people look at the Bible when it's in truth and be like, man, why y'all care about color so much? We shouldn't be caring about what Jesus looked like. See, that's the problem. Because see, you don't understand how far that just the color alone being changed has ruined our people. You look at it and be like, y'all preaching hate, y'all preaching no. See, the problem is you don't understand. A lot of our people has been killed for that. And then our people start what? Following idolatry. And that's why now we in this place. But folly has been set on great dignity. People search out from other people that you searching pastors that don't even know the Bible. You see all these, I keep seeing these little younger dudes now that's in Christianity. They challenging brothers coming up on the street. They clipping the video, trying to make it seem like they didn't caught the brother in his words, but you just clipped it. But people look at those people and be like, yeah, see, them brothers ain't teaching right. No, it's because you haven't opened your Bible and read. If you never open this Bible and read, the folly gonna be set on high for you. Because you don't know what folly is. You don't know which is right. But go to Ecclesiastes. Actually, go to Psalms 119. But see, it's so crazy because I'm seeing so many young people caught up in Christianity, but the Lord gave us our way. But a lot of our people don't want it. It's already a way given for us. You're supposed to serve the Lord from birth to death. That's the honor. That's the way of living. People think I can't wait to get out of college after you done shimmied and you done let people touch your backside to have friends in a sorority. Then you get out, I'm a shimmy, and guess what? Now I'm gonna go get me a motorcycle. I'm gonna ride every Sabbath. Oh, okay. That's what our people value. People can't wait till, yes, guess what's happening? Oh, yeah, bro, we got another function. Hey, me and the bros, we having a function at the college again. Let's go back. You 55 years old, spinning a bottle of Douce around, trying to grab 19-year-old girls. What's wrong with you? But our people, that's that folly that's set on high with our people. People don't look at those things and be like, we need to change this. No, we just be like, that's the norm. Nah. But it's crazy because we don't understand that when we young, that's why they target our children. Because when you young, you so impressionable. If I mold you in this way, what happens is now everything that you grew up, that's why so many of our children think homosexuality is normal now. They think every idolatry upon the earth is normal. The kids that ain't in the street, they usually turn out homosexuals, or they just all over the place. Now the kids that's in the hood, I'm already seeing some of them, they like 16, they straight in Islam. I'm like, dang. But guess who did it? The people in front of them, the so-called big homies. But we don't understand how much we need to be cleansed and how much more we need that doctrine of life in our neighborhoods. But read that for me.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?
Right, so it says, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? How can you clean up the mess that you've been taught? How can you straighten up your discipline? How can you straighten up your mindset to be prosperous as the Lord gave us to us? How can you do that? It's a lot of temptation in this world, but it's a way to stay away from it. But how can you do that? Keep reading.
By taking heed thereto, according to thy word.
Right, so it's saying, taking heed according to thy word. So just as we read in Sirach 19 or Ecclesiasticus 19, that knowledge of the commandments is the doctrine of life. Shall no evil happen. That's what protects us. That's how you cleanse your way. You can't cleanse no other way. It don't matter whatever you set in front of you. It don't matter. Just as the brother went over, last night about the tongues. Nobody care how much your grandma jump up and down and fall out. And whatever. Your grandma's slow. It's all right. She's slow, and she don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? But we don't think about these things because the Lord already wrote it for us. But the Lord say you get cleansed by taking heed. We seek out so much about, let me get my credit right. How can I buy a house? How can I do this? All the things that we seek of material that don't have no substance, because guess what? They're going to pass away with the world. We seek so much knowledge of that. We seek so much wisdom, trying to get wisdom out of that. Man, how can I get the interest rate lower on my car loan? Man, damn, how can I? Everything else, but the little simple things that'll order your steps, we don't seek it. Keep reading.
With my whole heart have I sought thee.
Right, so it say, with my whole heart have I sought thee. With your mind, as we read in Mark 7. With your mind. A lot of people, when they walk past, they say, I don't got time. You say, give us 5 minutes. We just try to show you who you are. But your mind, it's crazy because a lot of people don't realize when you look at time, it's a lot of time that we waste. That's why the Lord say, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way, because even according to... Hey, you mind if I ask you a question? Brothers? How you doing? I'm Jay. What's your name, bro? How old are you, bro? I'm 15. Let me ask you a question. So we not that far apart. What you on social media, right? What you see, like, what's something that's real popular among your age group or my age group? Like, give us a trend, not fashion or nothing, but like a lifestyle. What's real popular?
See, this generation different from y'all now.
I mean, I'm 23. It ain't that far, bro. Because you gotta think, I'm really like a big brother in a sense. Not saying it like that, but I'm just like age-wise, yeah. So the same thing you see and I'm seeing. What's something that's like a way of lifestyle that seemed cool to you, or like not cool to you, but like that's on high, like a lot of people doing it? Like, give me something. Right. So you say like content creation.
Yeah, content creation.
So now, all right, in content creation, a lot of people, it's like they famous, right? And they got influence. So now with those people that got influence, what they be teaching? Because like, let's say you listen to Lil Durk. Who you listen to music-wise? Huh? What he teach you in the music? See? I mean, I ain't, and when I'm sitting here talking to you, I'm just talking to you as a brother, you know what I'm saying, that's like showing you love, because this is what the Bible tells us to do. I've listened to Young Boy. I used to listen to him when I was around your age. I mean, I ain't that far from you, so it's...
His lyrics are real, though.
But what's real about it? Because let me ask you something.
The way he started from now, he grind. He showed people what he was going through.
Right, but so what in that grind did he obtain? Like, like you say he grind, but like what's the like, oh, bro, grind? It's like, what's so sweet about that? Because you remember, I know you was listening to Young Boy when he first started.
Yeah.
Now look at where he at. He painted his nails. He all across. Hey, don't walk off that. You know it. He painted his nails. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When that, what he said on that live, he said, "Oh no, it's too many people."
Yeah, too many
That
people.
it sounds sassy though, right?
Yeah.
So now when I ask you, you say it's sweet that he grinded. He grinded. He got it. Cause what? He come from the same places we do. But what on his grind? What did he rap about to get where you reverence him there? What was his rap about? No, like it ain't gotta be deep, but what most of young boy music is contained of?
His past relationships and like his children. Some of it.
That's it.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro. Come on, bro.
Bro.
Don't think too hard. Don't walk Talk off on me. We gonna make this quick. I ain't
I
gonna hold
don't
you all
even
day.
listen to young boy like that, but I can tell you what he rap
All
about.
right, tell me one day.
He rap about killing. He rap about
yeah.
selling drugs. He rap about gang life, stuff like that.
Real quick, I'm gonna look up a lyric for
How
you.
you forget that?
Man, bro. No. I was just blasting his music last night.
Right. So, my whole thing is now you see how fast that music. You just listened to it last night. You can't remember no lyrics. So is it really of something of substance, giving you wisdom or anything? Like, do you feel like it's oh yeah, bro, this is really helping me? Because you just said what? You into your mind, you like young boy got the, because everybody see he got the Urus truck, he got the black Escalade, he got the Lambo. It looks sweet, right? But you realize, what did he get that gain off of? He getting that gain off of rapping about killing brothers that look like me and you. How is that something to be prosperous about?
That's not
Exactly. So you understand it's not good. So why do we hold it on high level?
What I see about Pete, man, I just see that he top one best rapper in the world. So like, I feel like nobody can. The game bigger, bro.
I'm not gonna argue that point with you, because at the end of the day, it's pushed to.
He was arguing with Dirt, right?
Right, and then what that end up doing?
Oh yeah.
Vaughn dead.
Yeah, Vaughn dead.
Rondo, homeboy dead.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bodies dropping for what? We don't even know, because if you look back at it, Quando and Vaughn was cool.
That's just like, you heard about DJ Sama and Nadia
I'll look you over that. Right. But why I'm saying this to you is because now if we say, okay, would you consider him blessed, young boy? Why not? Like, what about his lifestyle?
He is doing bad things to show to like kids our age. Like,
No, keep going. I was just telling him. You good? Keep going. So you saying it's bad things, right? So you consider he's blessed. Well, the Lord, blessing can be riches, but you got to look at how you get the riches. Because see, the Lord only gonna give us something. He only gonna bless us from a certain way. So now that's why I'm asking you, when you start breaking down his lyrics, looking, because you like, he grinded, oh, he got up, but it's like, how did he get up? Because I can say this, right? Say you had $10,000 in your pocket right now. Yeah, it was just live, but we just recorded. But so now if I ask you, I said, okay, you got $10,000 in your bag right now, right? He don't, y'all, just in case if you worried, but if you had $10,000, because you say he rich, right? You say young boy lit, because he got the grind, he came up, did it all out the mud, right? As we call it. Because I got $10,000 now, right? But did I get it honestly? No, I robbed you. I stole from you. Because what did I have for you? I had hatred for you. Because I seen you have a possession, and I coveted that much about it that I hated you for it. So I'm going to read this scripture for you.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Right, so it says, thou shalt not hate thy brother. That's a commandment. See, we come out here every week and teach this word because that's how much love we got for our people. So that's why I stopped you. Because now I'm showing you, like, nah, bro, the things that's on high in our community is really hatred. Yeah, because even look at how you said he rap about his past relationships. Man, young boy got how many children? You should know. About 12. About 12.
Hey, Lil Durk got like
And all of them, right? But what they rap about, Lil Durk be like, man, I just flew her in, I'm not gonna rap that because we is not talking that foolishness out here. But you know what he say. But how was that really? How was that? Yeah.
It's not effective. Well, it is effective because it's really bad.
Right, because look at how.
Killing people
Right.
color, like, black
Right.
and black.
You see, you understand it now. It's really hatred.
Yeah, it's
Because Lil Durk, one of Lil Durk's biggest songs is with Pooh Shiesty. Who they rapping about in that junk? how they finna get back on Ponderada. Exactly. I'm finna get it back in blood. That's literally one of Dirk's biggest songs. And what is it talking about? I'm finna get this nigga and kill him. But how is that? Why do we hold that high?
I see what you're saying.
Because now let me ask you, you have any friends passed away from gun violence? Right. You miss your friend dearly, right?
Yeah. But I told him about it. I told him stop.
Might take fire. Might take fire, G.
Right. He thought it was cool because it's the norm. Right. So now that's the problem with our people, because now hatred is set on norm. They on the normal, they thinking, oh bro, yeah, I'm finna da 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 da. But we don't understand the Lord hate that. So now the Lord judging us for that. That's why, hey, like Handler Jeff and them, hey, you done made the song how you done killed everybody, and then what happened? You tried to go kill the next person, and the dude drink you down 17 times in your chest. And he get off on it.
What church y'all going to?
So we're Trumpets in Israel. So, right, so we have a school in Prince George. But before I let you go, yeah, we have a school in Prince George. Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
No,
I was about to go to the gym right now.
I ain't gonna hold you up, but I'm gonna just give you a little more. Don't be sorry. Our school is Trumpets in Israel. It's a congregation. We got a building in Prince George, so it's like Prince George Drive. Right. So right by the food line. So now, right. So now understand that. Now I just read you a scripture showing the Lord say, "Don't hate thy brother in thy heart." But do you understand when he say, like, don't hate that? Because it's a commandment, but we got to look at it and see, man, who is my brother? Who is my people? Who are my people that the Lord telling me not to hate? So now, you 15, and you in history class, right?
Yeah.
What's something they teach about blacks in school?
Oh, we learned about racism.
Racism, right? So showing that how white people, they right. So now it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple how the Lord showed that, right? Because the Lord showed it how they gonna hate us. But it's a reason why they hate us. So go to Deuteronomy 28 and 15. I ain't gonna hold you up. I know you got, go whatever. But I just want to show you this because it's really important.
The church, yeah, it's like right there by food line, but it's on the right side. Right?
If you,
street from the food.
it's down. If it's by that food, you know. So
You know where Branch is, the lake is?
Branch.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going past that.
Yeah, fast.
Past that.
Yeah.
I think I know
That's
what
what we
you're
used to
talking
stay.
about.
It's in that area. So if you know, if you really
I'm
want
about
to.
to- I'm gonna search it.
Okay.
But let me, you know what I knew, that store that they had built all the way down, like it was a big open driveway, karate school.
Oh yeah,
We
we're
right next to that karate
Dojo.
The dojo school, yeah.
we're
right
Destination Churches. You know what
Yeah,
I'm talking
look,
about?
yeah, but all the way past, and then it's on the
Little
left hand
past
side where that
Oh, I
new,
think I know.
yeah,
So-
where the karate school is.
Right. So we're not far from it.
Yeah.
But like I said, so you learn about racism in the times in the 60s, how we were oppressed or how they were doing us. But it's so crazy because the Bible tells us why that happened. Because see, they don't tell you why it happened. They just tell you it happened. They don't even give you the full information. But I can tell you why it happened right here. And it's going to show you something about yourself that you might be mind blown. Read verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, so at this point in the Bible, this is Moses. I don't know if you're familiar with that story. Moses splitting the Red Sea and delivering the children of Israel. But now Moses is about to pass, and he's giving that last charge and last little right to the Lord before he passes on to Joshua and they go into the land. So in here he says in Deuteronomy 28, the blessings and curses for either obeying or disobeying. So now we get to 15 through 68, the curses. He say, well, if you don't hearken or listen or obey, these curses should come upon you. This curse is a good thing or a bad thing? Bad thing, right. Okay. Now, read, since you said racism, let's start at verse 40. Actually, you know about slavery? Y'all learned about slavery already?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, let's start at verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given into another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail.
It's going to say, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people. What that sound like to you? If I take your child and give it to somebody else, what that look like? Like, what's that a form of? Like, basically kidnapping, right? Oh, yeah, it's kidnapping in a sense. But I'm taking your child against your will. So if you have a son or a daughter and I take them, boom. But also, let's keep reading. Why I say this? Like,
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
right. So it's saying, I take your child, give them away, and they can't, and you can't do nothing about it. What's a form? Like, what that look like? That look like slavery, right? Right. Now about that racism. Go to 45.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which I command thee.
Right. So it said them curses gonna come upon you. So one of those curses was them sons and daughters leaving. Them the same people you learned about in racism. So now, fast forward from slavery to now, when you learn that racism, what they doing? Huh?
Slavery now.
No, I'm saying what they doing now. Well, in the time you learned about racism, that civil rights era, because they was the ones that had us in slavery, that took your sons and daughters, as that curse said. Now fasting up to the 60s, where you learned that. What they doing then? They basically oppressing us still, right? Because in racism, they say, well, I can't. Hey, you got to come in the back. You ain't doing this, or you can't do this, you can't do that, because they oppressing us. So it say them curses that's gonna come upon us because we still didn't listen. So now jump to just read 46.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
Right. So it say them curses supposed to be upon you for a sign. Now take what you learned in the school, match it up with this. Well, we just kind of seen that it prophesied about slavery, them taking children and selling them. And even then, it's got a better. It's another verse. I'm gonna get to it, and it show you slavery even more in depth. So now, if it's a sign for something, what is it doing? What is the purpose of a sign? Like, what does a sign do? If a sign, like a sign on that store right there, what is this supposed to do? Right. So it's supposed to let you know, right? So the Lord telling you the curse is supposed to let you know something. Right. Now, jump to verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Right, so the Lord say, now you're going to serve them same enemies in nakedness and hunger and thirst and want of all things. So clothing, food, drink, and anything you want. So now if them curses supposed to be a sign because you disobeyed, you're supposed to be able to look at that today and now apply it. How you think we still serve our enemy today? Or the same people that you learned in the racism in your history class, how you think we still serve them today? Yeah.
Man, I don't serve them.
Well, you gotta do. You sure?
Well,
Let me ask you something.
Not really.
Let me ask you something. So I know you probably know a few people that got clothing brands, not personally, just people.
Yeah.
Do you think they own the cotton from the farm, or do they just, hey, they text over WhatsApp, get somebody to print it up, make it up, and then they still got to pay them? And guess what happens? Like they got to contact the manufacturer, right? And then they say, hey, I want this on my shirt, da da da. But do they own the raw material? No. Do you still got to pay for water? Right. So none of our people own that. With food, you still got to go what? To a store. Even if take it outside of a restaurant, but if you wanted to cook your own food, you still got to go where? To the grocery store. We don't own none of that. So that's how we still serve them. Because they still control that. If Trump woke up today and said, black people, I'm gonna be honest with you, we're gonna cut your food stamps, all this, and you're not getting it back. That's what happens. A lot of people they starving. A lot of people, they are still in the grass. They're still in the grass in his hand, them people's hands. So that's how we still serve them. So them same people you see about in racism, hey, we still serve them today. Now, go to verse, but like we said, the curse is supposed to be a sign. So they're supposed to show you something. Now, you understand slavery, so jump to verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Right, so it say, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. This is like a parable or a metaphor or like an analogy, like a comparison. I'm basically using this to show it like that. Okay, this is that. It's Egypt, right? So at that time, they were being delivered from Egypt, which was a great slavery or a great oppression or a great, they were oppressed, pretty much. So now if I say, I'm gonna bring you into Egypt again, he basically say, I'm gonna bring you into another slavery again. Now, but it say by ships. They walked out of Egypt. They walked. They didn't go in by ship. So now if I ask you, how did we go into slavery? What method of transportation? We didn't take no car, did we? Bus? Slavery. Back then?
Oh, slavery.
Nah.
How they bring the slaves?
How did our people get over here? Like from that, like from Africa to here, to here. Nah, back then. We talking about back then before planes.
Oh, boat.
Yes, boats. I'm finna say, you might know something I don't know.
Yeah.
Right, so it say by ships though. So now remember, keep this mindset though. I want you to keep this in mind. That it say these curses supposed to show us something. Because as we see, like you just told me, the young boy, he on high. So we just, the prior conversations just showed that the foolishness on high. So we don't really got the wisdom in our communities no more. So now keep reading.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, so thou shalt see it no more again. Because remember, like I said, Moses was sending them into that land, that promised land. But now he said, well, when you go back into that next slavery, you're not going to see that homeland again. That promise, that land I promised you again. You're not going to see it no more. Keep reading.
And there ye should be sold unto your enemy.
Right, so when you got off the ship, how did we get from, because, well, it came to different ports, but let's just say America. You came to Virginia, Jamestown. Huh? You said we split it? Yeah, we split it, but how did they split us? Well, that's true because Willie Lynch let it a little deeper, but look at it like this. How did they take, like say if you got a family, how did they split that family up across America? Through slavery. How did they do it?
How did it? Actually,
I got you. I appreciate you saying that because a lot of people would have just trying to act like they know it.
yeah.
No, I appreciate it.
Actually,
Read that again. Read that part again. Stop the thou shalt see.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye should be sold into your enemy.
Right, so them same enemies, we agree that in racism and slavery, same people, we should be sold into your enemy. So when we got off that boat, they sold us. It's still an auction block that was in Petersburg, auction block in Richmond. Damn near auction block everywhere you turn, because they selling slaves. That was big money for them. Actually, you find out how much money it was. It was actually, after a while, they just started throwing slaves over the ship because they had insurance on them. So they were still getting the money. That's how big that was. But they did that to us, right? So now it say, there you should be sold into your enemy. So, okay, we were sold. Now keep reading.
For bondmen
Right.
and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Right, so it say bondman and bondwoman. What that sound like to you? Bond. Like bondage. Like, yeah, in a sense. But in this sense, we're going to say bondage, bondman, bondwoman, more like slavery. Slave man, slave woman. Because guess what they had on us? They had chains on them. I didn't read that part, but that was a part of the curse as well. So you're going to have a chain around your neck until you destroy. Yeah. And it said you're going to have a chain around your neck until you destroy it. That's part of the curses too. Now, remember, we said these curses are supposed to be a sign. So, what do you think these curses like showing? Like just, I don't care. Like, I'm not asking for a specific answer. But what you think? Like, I done read all this. You like, okay, well, we know we went through slavery. This say slavery coming. It say you gonna serve it. Right. So it show you the hatred from them enemies, right? Now Moses is telling them that because they disobeyed. So the people he telling this to, it's got to fit them. It's got to be specifically for one people, because you looking like, well, we went through slavery. What is that slavery? No, we don't got no water reservoirs. We got to buy the clothes from them. We got to get everything from them.
We was on ships.
We was on ship. They was killing us. They was beating us. They put the chain around our neck. So now it's Moses. This is real specific. It's like somebody sneak this in you, right? They like I'm up here talking, right? Like say I'm up here talking. I'm talking, right? I'm like you walk past it and I never ask you a question. I'm like, man, I'm so sick of seeing these young niggas in a Nike ski and a Nike Tech with it. You be like, hold on, nigga, you talking about me, right? It's too specific because you like, hold on. I'm like, that's my whole fit. New Balances. You like, hold on, that fit us. Right. You like, hold on, bro. Oh, you're going to turn around like, oh, this nigga talking about me. Right. So, to that point now, apply that same mindset to what we just read. Them curses supposed to be specific because that's who Moses read it to. So now, if I ask you your nationality, your ethnicity, or who you like, who you consider your people to be, who would you say you are? Like are you black or?
Black.
Yeah, you consider yourself black. Right?
Yeah. I got black.
I'm so glad you pulled out your hand. Look at your hand. Look at your jacket. You match?
I mean,
Is your hand black? No, it ain't. Just say it ain't, bro. Don't fight it. Don't fight it.
Brain working.
Don't fight it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This conversation is to show you how smart you really are, bro.
I'm black though, for sure.
So you are the color of your jacket.
Nah, I'm white.
No, keep it simple. Don't. No, you're not white. That's definitely not white.
It's black though.
You definitely not the color of that door over there.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, right. So you say your skin is black.
Yeah. Black.
Color of your skin. No, keep it simple.
White skin. I'm black though.
So your jacket matching your hand.
Your hand is light brown.
Light brown. Right. So now, but okay. But to your point, we consider ourselves black because it's our identity. Well, we don't see a land of black. You're not black already. So we see that. So now, but we just read this history. You understood. Well, that apply to us. It's specific. Like I said, I was talking about you. Hey man, Nike Tech, Nike ski. I'm sick of it. You see it like, oh nah, bro.
Go to verse 37.
Oh, verse 37. Yep. Appreciate it, Art. You understand? Verse 37. We're gonna read this verse. So understanding why you call yourself black, that's a curse as well. Read it for me.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a bower among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Right, so let's say you're going to become an astonishment, a proverb. A proverb is like a saying. I want to say they say for our black people. We'll take everything, ain't it? So, proverb is like a saying, a phrase. But like they say, if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. Because they know our people don't read. They don't say a byword. A byword is like a nickname. So, right.
Alright, bro.
Same point.
Me too, man.
Good. But they say a byword. They say one of the curses is a byword. That means I'm gonna call you something. What was your name again? Trey. Trey. All right. So if I call you Trey, you told me your name is Trey, but I call you Dominique. Like it ain't my name.
Yeah.
Right. You like who? Right. So that's what a byword is. We getting called something we not. They said, hey, you black. You just pulled out your hand. I don't match. My skin
all
don't
got
match
on
stuff.
black.
Exactly. Old black fit. We don't look like our skin don't match. But we call ourselves black because that's that curse, that power. But now, reading all these curses, like I said, they for a sign. They're supposed to show us something. Biggest thing is identity. So now when you read these what you reading? Talking about when the Balfour Declaration happened. They left in 1948. The fake Jews that wear the little stinky hat and all that. Yeah,
He's saying the Jews,
black
originally when they left Israel, they went into captivity. They were black.
Right.
But in 1948, when they established the state of Israel, he's saying, "Well, how are they white now? Who are these people?"
Right. It don't match because it ain't no metamorphosis on your skin. So. But those curses supposed to show us something. You said you're black, and you obviously came to the conclusion you're not, but we consider that our ethnicity or our heritage. But so now we see these curses match up to our history. Now read 29:1. Because this is going to show who Moses was talking to at that time. Because we see this fit us. So we're like, well, that fit our history. So who was Moses referencing to at that time? 29:1.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant, which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Right, so it said Moses made that covenant with the children of Israel. So now if you understand your history and you understand these things apply to you, what that make you? Read the verse again for him.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant.
Right, so these are the words of the covenant, the promise that Moses was making at that time, to show them if they disobeyed, those curses was going to apply. But this is only for one people, so it's going to show you who it's talking to.
Which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Right, so who did say make it with? Israel, right. So now understanding that, and that all that we just read apply to you or you now. Right, exactly. See, it's simple because you're not black. Black is not a real thing.
Made up.
What?
You're a real Israelite.
Yeah.
That's what it's showing.
You know Jesus Christ, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you in the same family as them. It's a one big family, but not with white people and all that. It's with us, Hispanics, Native Americans. We are those chosen people that Moses read about. So I appreciate you staying and talking. I ain't gonna hold you up too much longer, but did you get a flyer? You got Instagram?
Hey, what you think? What you think about that?
I mean,
Like, cause now you understand it. You said, well, it's children of Israel. We just saw those curses was, so you see it said, well, them curses, them things that happen to the people, that's the children of Israel. But you understand, you a child of Israel. We have classes on that. Yeah. Might be a little long, but regardless, if you got questions, that's why I got your Instagram. Reach out. It's nothing to reach out. We down the street from you anyway, so if you ever really want to come and learn, hit me up. But understanding this,
yeah, open Sunday, right?
yeah,
We're open whenever you want to
just
come.
let us know, bro.
I'm gonna come.
It's a lot of things you'll learn.
There you go, but
Yeah,
you can go.
But understanding that, bro, don't let this walk right out your brain. When you go shoot that ball, don't forget it, because this is real life. I know hooping to you is a lot right now. I'm not taking that from you, but this is just as important. Cause see, when you doing right, the Lord bless you. Just like how we was talking earlier, how young boy got his riches, he got it off of evil and wickedness. But see, the Lord got us blessings and promises for us. Just like he got curses for disobeying. The Lord ain't unrighteous. He gonna have both sides of it. If you obey, he gonna have something. So don't let it slip when you go hoop. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, the brothers, I was talking to somebody today, I don't know what the hell they were talking about. Don't forget it, bro. Because this is your protection. This is what's gonna help you. So I appreciate you talking, man. Appreciate you. Be
Nice
safe,
meeting
bro.
you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
You say that, Trey?
Yeah, Trey.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Trey, you don't mind me asking? Is Trey your real name or is that your street name? Trey, okay. What's your last name? No? I ain't gonna say it on the mic. But I'm gonna look up your hooping highlights. I do that with everybody if they hoop. Because if you trash, I'm gonna let you know now.
Trey, you trying to get ready for Petersburg?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to turn to Petersburg.
Oh, for real?
Oh, man, come on, man. You pulling it.
My nephew played for Petersburg.
What's his name?
Larry Walker.
You lying?
Yeah.
Larry Walker.
Yeah.
That's my cousin.
For real?
On God.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh, well, now look at it. Just more.
Wait. All right.
His mom and my sister.
Tanise.
Yeah.
That's my aunt.
For real?
Oh, look at the one big happy family.
I know Junior.
Yo, what the heck? Yo, wait, what's your name?
JB.
I think I heard about you in the family.
Yeah.
What?
Watch out, G-Pop. Watch out.
You don't remember me? Nah, yeah.
But, hey, look at the family reunion. All friends.
Yeah.
But
yeah, this is my
now
cousin.
let's,
That's crazy.
Hey, it's funny, right?
Yeah,
Look, now you know somebody. It's a look. Now you can be even more comfortable. Like, hey, bro, you mind if I pull up on you, man? I got some questions. He gonna answer every question you got. You gonna answer it too.
Man, that's crazy. You from
It
real?
is.
But I'm gonna wrap it up. Let's appreciate you, bro. Hey, bro. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna send you some stuff, bro. I'm gonna ask you now.
All right,
So
let me know.
all right. I'm gonna hold you to your word.
All
Alright, your word is your bond. Stay safe, bro. We'll wrap it up. Next, brother, go to. Goodness gracious, I lost my thought now. Ecclesiastes, I'm sorry, 11. How you doing? You mind taking a flyer, ma'am? A flyer? A flyer for you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just teaching who we are according to the Bible, that's it. Just teaching teaching.
I wish you could teach me how to park this car, right?
I don't know if I can do that one, but I can surely show you who you are according to the Bible.
It's all right, thank you.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 11, flip one more page. And read verse 9. Yep, read verse 9.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 11 and verse 9. Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thine heart, and in the sight of thine eyes. But know thou that for all these things God will bring thee into judgment.
Right, so it say, rejoice, O young man, for the things that you do. Goodness gracious. But rejoice, young man, but remember those things that you do, it's gonna bring you into judgment. See, this is what we need to teach our young brothers. They understand it's a consequence for your actions. Ain't nothing you doing going unpunished. How you doing, brother?
All right.
Ain't nothing you doing unpunished. You ain't gonna rob, you ain't gonna be the baddest dude in the street, and ain't nothing gonna happen. See, but if we taught our kids this, they might start thinking. Now, some of the kids is just bad, but for the real problem is the standard is not this. We don't teach our kids that the Lord gonna judge you. Hey, you want to tote that 30 stick? What's gonna happen? The Lord gonna send somebody else, and He gonna shoot you up. But we also need to see this for the older brothers as well, and the older men as the leaders. Because see, they don't understand even teaching these pastors, them teaching people wrong, it's a judgment for that. The Lord say He hateth them that scatter of His flock, the sheep of His flock. They don't understand that. But people don't think about that. I'm finna wrap it up.
Oh no.
My bad, you good. But people don't understand that because they think, well, oh, I can do something, nothing gonna happen. No, stuff gonna happen. When the Lord hate what you doing, the Lord gonna judge you for your actions. The Lord gonna see something and be like, hey, hold on. This brother doing wicked. You just robbed and hated your brother. I'm going to judge you for that. It's a reason. That's why you see so much death and destruction in our neighborhoods, because there's a judgment for every action that people are doing. Read verse. Go to last verse. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Go back a page.
How you doing?
No. What's that joint in Isaiah? Is it like 34? No works in the grave?
Ecclesiastes 9 and 10.
Okay, yeah, that's it. 9 and 10. Yeah, read that.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9 and verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave.
Right, so it says, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do it with thy might. See, the Lord ain't talking about selling drugs or doing rapping and making evil music against your people.
Right.
The Lord's talking about serving Him. Just like the brother brought out, those things, those tongues of interpretation, those skills, as you read in 1 Corinthians. Everybody got a skill they can bring that the Lord can use. But see, when you don't understand what the Lord requires, you don't know how to apply it. The Lord asking you, hey, if you know how to speak Spanish, speak to my people that teach them, edify them of this word. If you do know how to rap, flip the rap from gangster music to truth music. Flip it to something positive. Give people something positive. Because see, the problem is a lot of our people get caught up in the beats. They be like, bro, that beat hard, that beat banging. Oh man, you can still rap about the Lord on that beat. The beat can still be tough for the Lord.
Right.
But it don't gotta be about fornication, murder, hatred. It don't have to be about that. Our people are very talented. We the best thing on the earth. But we use our talents for the wrong thing. The Lord give you a voice to sing, you want to sing about how they gonna lay you down. Or how you gonna shoot somebody down. If you know how to build something, or even if you like say how somebody got fashion, the first thing you want to do is make a crop top for a dude. Bruh. Man, bruh. Put it up, bruh. Put your bellies up. Hey, it's good, bro. We don't need no more of that. But that's the problem. We use our talents for wickedness. But the Lord says it's nothing that's gonna help you when you go in that grave. So when you go in that grave, that's it. That's judgment. Now whatever comes to judgment, the Lord see with you. Now you gotta understand, hey, well, the Lord gonna look at your list and he's like, what you
Take
do?
the fly, fam.
The Lord gonna look at the list of what you did and be like, hey, am I pleased with this or am I not? But our people don't understand that. You see the time is near. That judgment is very close. It's best that you repent. It's best that you open your book and read and understand. And with that, we give it to the next brother. You want to stay up? My hands cold too. I'm both freezing.
Cool.
Ecclesiastes 3. Shalom. So, when you look at the mind frame of our people, one thing about our people is we know how to multitask, but we don't know how to compartmentalize. Like we know how to do multiple things on a job, or somebody can be at the house, making sure that one child is in the shower and another child is doing the homework and another child is, while you're cooking. But we don't understand how to put a time and a place for everything. We can clearly see that because when we see what's going on in the world, we can't see, like the scriptures tell us and Christ tells us in the gospel, that we can look at the sky and tell it's going to be bad weather or good weather. Well, we can't see the prophecies coming to pass by looking at the news and see all the things that are happening around the world and see that the last days are coming to an end, so to speak. And it's almost that time of the ushering in of Christ. But seeing that we lack judgment, we don't understand what times we're in. So when you see brothers out on the streets preaching, when you see brothers out on the streets teaching, trying to show you who you are, give you understanding of who you are according to the Bible, about the God you say you serve and believe in, showing you how you've been taught wrong about it, you don't take it into consideration how important this is. You just think it's, another Black Power movement. Now, this is something way different. This is something totally different. It's God-given. It ain't come from the mind of man. Read.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
So the Bible says to everything is a season and a time and a purpose for everything under the heavens. We can see these things are out of order completely. Why? Because even in high school, we see our kids worried about being in a relationship. 5 years ago, you barely could fix your own bowl of cereal. Now you 16, 17, and you worry about being in a relationship. You worry about having a girlfriend. You're not in the period of your life where you're ready for that type of commitment. The Lord never gave us boyfriend and girlfriend. These things usher our children in the whoredom. And you wonder why a lot of kids in high school commit suicide. Why? Because they feel unseen, unloved, only because they're comparing themselves to a false standard that our kids shouldn't even be indulging in. And it's crazy because we glorify prom as if the parents, we don't understand what's going on prom night. Do you hear fathers say, oh, my daughter would never, my son would never. I got good kids. Yeah, my mama thought the same about me too. I wasn't no saint on prom night. All of us was being wild. All of us was being fast. So you know what you're giving your kids over to, but the problem is you want to be their friend rather than their parent, rather than their guide. And you wonder why these kids are getting worse, younger. Because you don't understand it's a time and a season for everything in your life. You're putting the cart before the horse. You're not even grooming them to be responsible and accountable adults before you ushering them into a life of drugs and a life of sex and a life of partying and drinking. You're not even equipping them to pay bills. You don't show them how to manage a meal, manage a bank account, how to set up a house. That's how old we is. You remember when we first moved out, cable was the big thing, right? You moved out of your parents' house, you went and got Comcast, you got every channel. I got 400 channels. I don't even need that. All I'm watching is ESPN 1, ESPN 2, ESPN 3, ESPNU, HB. I'm watching like cartoon. I'm watching like 6, 7 channels. Cable bill $500. But I wasn't taught how to manage a household. I didn't taught that I wouldn't need that. How to cook. I'm buying pizza 3, 4 times a week. All these different things. This is going into the mindset of destruction. You ready for me, bro?
Are you speaking fast?
Hey, come get a flyer, bro, before you leave. So this is the mindset, thank you. This is the mindset that's destroying our people. Why? Because the adults can't give the children what they never had. That's why we have to come back to the Bible, because the Bible gives us structure. The Bible shows us a time and it shows us a place. It gives us order. It gives us discipline. It gives us wisdom and understanding on how to handle matters. This is what's void in our community. Read that from the top again.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 2. Everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Right, so it's a time for a purpose under the heaven. As a parent, by already going through the trials and the tribulations of being a teenager, a young adult, as a parent, I'm supposed to shield my child from as much of this as I can. You know, we heard a lot of times when we was coming up, what? I can't wait till you get 18, you getting out of here. No, you don't have, your mind ain't developed yet to being an adult. Now, I should be grooming you for an adulthood. Your child shouldn't have to, that's why a lot of children move out, in 2-3 years, they right back at their parents' house. Because you never showed them how to manage their check. You never showed, you just told them, get a good job and pay your bills. What does that look like? It's just like if somebody coming to the truth, and I give you some ribbon, some thread, and fringes, and I say, wear these. And then you come to the school, you just got it wrapped around your shoulder. I didn't teach you how to wear it. I didn't teach you what part of the garment to put it on. I didn't teach you why you're doing it. So likewise, the wisdom of this Bible got to be displayed to our people, because we used to seeing the Bible, but we're not used to understanding it. That's why people can quote scriptures. Old people walk out here all the time. The Lord is my shepherd, who I shall not want. He covered me and lied me down in green. Okay, what does that mean? Draw a blank, because they've been taught to recite it. They don't understand it. Read.
Verse 2. A time to be born and a time to die.
We understand that. It's a time that men come into the earth, and it's a time that they should die. Read that flyer when you get a chance, bro. It says it's a time to be born, and it's a time to die. But the things we do between... Hey, bro, let me ask you a quick question. What's on everybody's tombstone? The date? What's in between the date? A dash. What does that dash mean? Life. What did you do with your dash? That's what everybody has to ask themselves. What did you do with your dash? That's what the Lord is going to judge us on. Did you live righteously? Or did you just do whatever the hell you wanted to do? But the Bible says that. The Lord said every man going to be judged according to what? His deeds. Whether it be good or whether it be evil. So that dash, we all just look at it like, 1987 to, 2000, whatever. But that dash means so much, because that's what we're going to be judged on. It's appointed for man to be born and to die. Read.
A time to be born and a time to die.
Read on.
A time to plant and a time to pluck up.
When did you plant while you was on earth? Did you sow seeds of righteousness? Did you sow seeds of good deeds? Or was you running around here being super crip? Was you running around here being 6th Street blood? I couldn't resist. I had to. I couldn't resist. She told us she needed help how to drive. What did you do? How did you plant when you was on earth? What did you pluck up? Did you pluck up unrighteousness? Did you unroot the wickedness that's going on the earth? Or was you a part of it? Did you become it? Read.
Verse 3. A time to kill and a time to heal.
Understand, on earth it is a time to kill. The killing that we doing to our people is senseless. But it is a time to where a nation must come together and protect their people. It's called wars or battles. But the killing that we doing, the Lord never authorized that as killing. That's murder. That's hatred. The people that we should have been killing, we worshiping. We following after their ways. When a nation wage war on another nation of people, that's a time for you to come together and kill. Not march in the street and sing Sam Cooke. They hanging up some trees and you singing I was born by the river. What the hell is, how this gonna help us? You never read that in the Bible. Judas Maccabees did not sing I was born by the river when they was being slaughtered. No, they came together, consulted the Lord, and put together a plan to defend their people. What are we doing? Everybody waiting to, you got the churches around here, they hating on the monks so much, now they done playing a prayer walk. What the hell that's gonna do? A prayer walk. What is this gonna do for this community? Nah, Petersburg needs real live results. We don't need no more fairy dust. We don't need no twinkle toes. It start with real plans and real solutions. Pastors hopping up on Facebook, yeah, we heard y'all talking. That's why coming it's April what, 20-something? April 18, yeah. The prayer walk of Petersburg. It's gonna be madness. When you got people out here trying to teach you the Lord right now. So the Bible says it's a time to kill and it's a time to heal. We're in a time of healing. That's why we out here to try to heal the minds of our people. Why? Because your spirit been destroyed. Your spirit been assassinated. Ain't no fight left in our people. That's why you depend on the same people that oppress you to deliver you. That's why you trust their systems. You trust their judicial system. You trust their court system. They'll railroad you in the court and make you swear before God. The whole time the evidence they got against you, wrong. You never did it. They lying. The prosecutor and the judge conspiring against you, but they make you put your head on the Bible. I swear to tell the whole truth. And the whole time, they working whoever paid the most money. People don't believe in God. Hold that, grab 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. This man, this man is the devil the Bible speak of. When the Bible say the devil, it's not talking about no red man with a pitchfork running around poking people in the booty. You mind taking a flying, sister? When the Bible says the devil, is talking about the so-called white man, because devil just means deceiver. Who has the power to deceive the whole earth? Him. This man going over there tearing Israel up. Tearing Afghanistan and Iraq up. And he telling you what? They're doing it for, we're trying to deliver you. This man took Venezuela oil, put their own person in rulership in Venezuela, and he told the people of Venezuela it's for your good. Verse 4. Test it.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God.
Who does that on earth? Which person sit in the power on earth and opposes everything that is God? Everything that God tell us to do, this man look in the Bible and do the exact opposite. God tell you not to eat defiled foods such as shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork. He call it what? Good eating. God tell you when you cook your meats, make sure there ain't no blood in it. This man call it what? Medium well, medium rare. All right, every time you see steak advertised on the side of a 18-wheeler on the billboard, they got it cut open and it's full of blood. Talking about it's juice. No, nigga, that's blood. That's not juice. This is content creator called Big Bama, Alabama. This man said he like his steak. He said, knock the horns off, wipe his ass, and bring it to me. That's how he like his steak. I said, boy, you is the white. You is Edom himself. But this how this man lives his life. Everything that the Most High tell us to do, he's in opposition to it, or he opposes against it. Then he gets you to follow it. Read.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God,
or that is worship. Everything that the Israelites are supposed to worship, the way that we supposed to worship the Most High, keep his laws, his statutes, and commandments, the way that we supposed to live in the spirit of Christ, he's against it, and he teaches you to go against it. Why? Through his policies, through his procedures, through his days that are his idols, or his trinkets, or his doctrine that we say we should hold on high. This is how this man destroys us. Read.
Sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
So he's going to sit in the temple of the Most High. He's going to paint himself through image. He's going to show himself in movies. He's going to show himself in books, literature, through entertainment that he's God. He's going to paint himself as God. He's going to claim to be God. He's going to do things on earth and then say, God loved me so much, he allowed me to do this. That's why they say, God bless America. When you read in the Bible, the Most High going to set this place on fire. Read.
Verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things.
Paul said, I'm already telling you these things. I'm prophesying to you now. So when you see it come to pass, you'll know that this is a prophecy that was spoken of in ancient times, or times ahead of you. When you look at us, we can look back and say ancient times or older times. I was informed that slavery was ancient times, so I got to make sure I speak correctly. Back to Ecclesiastes 3. But understanding what times that we're in. Somebody that's learning, watching daily at the pulse of the Most High, we understand that this man he understands he got a short time. So he's ramping up. He's doing things that the desires of his heart. One of the things I seen on the news, you know, when you're old, you get up and watch the news. Esau, or the so-called white man, is now saying on the news is America trying to force biblical prophecy? The white man don't have the power to force biblical prophecy. He doing what the Most High told him to do. He don't have the power to force the hand of the Most High. He doing that which is written. But it shows you that they paying attention to what God is doing upon the earth. Read. Verse 2. Verse 3.
Yeah.
Verse 3.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 3.
Uh-huh.
A time to kill and a time to heal.
So the Bible lets us know that it is a time to kill and this is a time to heal. You see us coming out to the streets, prophesying to our people? We're at a time of healing right now. Because our people need to heal before we can build. You can't build with people with a destroyed mindset. You can't build with a person that don't know why they're building. You can't build with a person that don't see the urgency of building. So our people need to be healed first. Why? Because they've been destroyed. It's just like we always tell our people, which is wrong as hell. What they tell them, hey, one way to get over a man is get up under another one. That's wrong as hell. That's wrong as hell. No, you need to heal first, sis. Nowadays you gotta say bro too, because bros be running up on the niggas too. You gotta heal first, bro. Come out of that lifestyle. Heal. But this is this madness that we teach our people. God is trying to deliver us from. God is trying to show us that the people that have been placed over our life, that whipped the skin off our back and hung us from trees, these people have led us astray. But we continue to trust them. Why? Because we have a lazy mentality when it comes to God. We don't want no accountability when it comes to the Bible. We're on that Vespa from Grand Theft Auto. Read.
A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up.
A time to break down and a time to build up. That's why we out here to build up our people. When you read that Acts, it tell you that this word is able to build you up. But building up takes what? It takes some growing pains. It's just like working out. Remember that first day you went back to the gym, boy, and the 3 days after that, it hurt to roll over. It hurt to breathe. But the more you keep going, that stiffness or that soreness, it goes away. Now you almost crave it now. Now when your muscles not tight and constrict, like, damn, I need to go to the gym. Likewise with us. Also too, it's a destruction. Just like when we destroying our bodies, we call it having a good time. We putting poison in our bodies, all different various forms of drugs. We overindulging in what? Food. But why destroying ourselves? Why that's so good? Why we look at that as a great thing? We chalk that up under having fun. Man, I'm having a great time. But you destroying yourself. You're indulging in fornication, being promiscuous, not building strong relationships. Why? Because the people that truly love you correcting you and you cutting them off. Everybody a damn narcissist now. But nobody taking accountability for the position or the situations that they put themselves in. Everybody pointing the finger. Everybody blaming everybody else. That's why a lot of people run from the Bible. Why? Because God say, look in the mirror, and we're going to hold you accountable for what you're doing. I can always say, yeah, this person did this person, but what did I do? I put myself in that situation. So it's a time to heal, it's a time to kill, it's a time to break down. God, don't. Made a whole hot dog. And it's time to build up. Read.
Verse 4.
Made it like a snake.
A time to weep and a time to laugh.
A time to weep and a time to laugh. We don't understand that for over 400 years since our people been in this country, we've been weeping. Why? Because we too busy having a good time. We work for 5 days, and at the end of that 5th day, we want to go out and have a great time. We don't seek to serve the Lord. We don't seek out the Sabbath. We don't seek to build with like-minded believers. Every Sabbath we get up and go to the school, I always see somebody doing yard work, somebody washing the car, somebody buying and selling, somebody just going out having a great time. And when Monday come back around, you always see all people complaining. Man, I had a long weekend, man. Monday came by so fast. Because when the Lord told you to rest, you didn't. When the Lord told you to rest from all your labor, you didn't. So now you got to bear the brunt of it. This is where wisdom come in. You would think of people that's laden in iniquity, overworked and underpaid, that bring the barbecue grill out for any reason. Hey man, you know, little Tay-Tay graduated kindergarten. Yeah man, we're gonna bring the grill out. Yeah man, you know, little Quan made his first A, man. Yeah, we barbecuing. Made his first A, man. We're gonna bring the grill out. People that love to party, you would think that they would want to serve the Lord. The Lord nobody give us more days of reverence than the Most High. You guaranteed one a week and one a month. You guaranteed it. The Sabbaths and the new moon, you guaranteed a time to come together and build and have a great time in righteousness with your people. How you doing, sis?
How you doing?
The problem with our people is if it ain't no destruction with our gathering, we ain't trying to go. If it ain't no over drinking, if it ain't no twerking, if it ain't no popping pills, if it ain't no cocaine, if it ain't no weed, we ain't trying to go. My fun gotta have a little bit of death in it. That's how we like to move. If it ain't nobody, if it ain't people sneaking guns in, man, I ain't trying to go to that. That's boring. I gotta live my life on the edge. Then when people start getting shot, everybody running and crying. No, don't run, keep dancing. That's what you came here for, the death part, right? Don't holler, oh God. No, just, hey, DJ, turn that music up, man. Turn that music up over that Draco. Don't run. That's why you came. That transmission got all it can take, all it can take, boy.
A time to weep and a time to laugh.
A time to weep and a time to laugh. The Bible is showing you how to compartmentalize. The Bible is showing you there's a time and a place for everything. This type of lifestyle escapes our people because all we want to do, and Biggie said it best, is party and BS. That's all we want to do, party and bull. That's all we want to do. Read.
A time to mourn and a time to dance.
A time to mourn and a time to dance. Read.
A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones
Read.
together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing.
The problem is we want to embrace everybody. We don't know the people we should be embracing. The people we should be. He got the gloves on. He's like, I ain't taking these off. Oh, he goes 37 off. We don't understand the people we should be embracing. We don't embrace our own. We wanna push away everybody that look like us and welcome everybody that mean us no harm. We call it what? See, I know my tribe will find me. Read.
Verse 6. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away.
This is what we must understand. It is a purpose and a place for everything. This is a must when it comes to our people. Hey sis, can I ask you one question? Are you in a rush? When you look at, if you could change one thing in our community, what would it be? Or like how we treat each other, or something that we believe. One negative thing in our community.
Probably hard drugs.
Hard drugs. Not just drugs in general. Hard drugs.
Hard drugs. No, but poverty.
Poverty.
Like as far as like all these homeless people out here.
Right. So
Alright, so
now
that's
I understand why you say that, but I want you to explain why would you like to change poverty. I understand it. Because when you look at poverty, what came first? The thing that we seeing now, or the mindset of a person that led them to poverty?
we all located at.
Prince George. What's it about much?
And this makes somebody feel bad walking up in here. That's the point.
No.
I was scared to get
Yeah.
out the car. I was like, oh no. Rebuke that. No.
No, we ain't trying to make nobody feel bad.
No, so, case in point, I'm glad you said that. When you look at like a child, right? You got kids, you got nieces and nephews. You ever corrected them about something they did wrong? Did you make them feel bad?
That don't be the intention.
It don't be their intention.
Yeah.
But why are they feeling bad?
Because they know it ain't right.
They know it out. So the,
Man, I gotta put off a little.
the correction not making them feel bad. It's the shame of what they did and the disappointment of you bringing it out and correcting them that's making them feel bad. It ain't the correction that you giving. It's that, man, you right.
Yeah.
So that's how we got to approach it when we come to our people. Christianity has told us what? You can't judge nobody.
Yeah,
But you never read that in the Bible. But judgment will do what? Keep you alive. If you're driving on the highway and you see all the cars stopping in front of you, you got to do what? Make a judgment and say, what? Let me hit my brakes just in case some. You punch your gas and be like, boo!
Don't judge me.
Ooh, don't judge me. And you gonna run into the back of a car and it's gonna do what? Lead to your destruction. So you see everybody hitting the brakes, you like, let me make a judgment that I may keep myself from danger. It's just like if a man come up to you, slick talking, you know how players do. You know, you don't want to indulge in that type of lifestyle. You like, I want a man that's gonna take care of me, marry me. Now you gotta make a judgment. He look good, he smell good, but I know this man got bad intentions. Now I gotta make a judgment call to keep myself from the other side of this danger that's being presented. So
I feel like it started at home too.
it does, but when the parents don't know it, how can they teach it to the kids? Because most of the time, parents tell us what?
Well, my mama always said, don't do what I do. Just do
Right.
everything, but that shit-
But that don't work. That don't work. You're like, man, what you doing look fun. Or they'll tell you, go to school, get good grades, get a good job, and work. But what's the understanding of it? What's the intricate details on what that look like? Case in point, the laws stop at a red light, right? When you read the Bible, you got statutes and laws. A statute is a law within the law. Just like at the red light. When I stop at there, I gotta stop at the red light. That's the law. But how do I stop at it? Do I pull right up under it and stop at it and look at it? No, it's that white line. I stop at the white line. So that's a law within the law. That has to be explained to you through what? Reading the what? Driver's handbook. Those things or those intricate details our parents never explained to us. Go get a good job. Well, what does that look like? Because good jobs change with what? The time. The same thing that was a good job 30 years ago and not a good job today. So a wise parent should say, hey, check this out, my nigga. Hey, you suck at basketball. You suck at football. You can't rap. Let me just be honest with you. Because every family has a trait that they're good at. That's why you see back in ancient times, families thrived off what? The business that their family was good at. Hey, it wasn't, hey, I'm finna go and do this. No, when the father died, the son gonna take it over. When he died, somebody, because that's what the family is good at. The family is known for blacksmith, or they're known for agriculture, or they're known for needle and thread or embroidery work. There's no shame in that. But nowadays, as a parent, you just let your kid open up Pandora's box and try to pick what out that they think they're good at. The child always gonna travel the path of what? The path of easiness, or the path of most glorification. Because a child don't have enough wisdom to know what's best for them. Case in point, when I went to college back in 2005, everybody was picking classes that their friends was getting. You can't do that in college. Why? Because you got a major. You 3 years in and you realize, I don't want to be no astrophysio neurotech. It's too hard. But you 3 years in now, but you only pick these classes because your friend had it. So this is why as parents, we have to structure our children into this way of lifestyle. Read what you got.
Because you said something about the sorrow and stuff. I want to read
That's
this real
fine.
quick. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 4. It says, "For out of much affliction and anguish of heart I wrote unto you with many tears. Not that you should be grieved, but that you might know the love which I have more abundantly unto you."
Right. Do you understand that? So Paul is saying, I'm writing this to you not to be grieved, but this correction must come forth that what? You be better from it. You ever been corrected about something and you abstain from doing that? And later on in your life, you say, man, this made me a better person.
Yeah, it come back to you later.
That's because you have wisdom. I know what's best for you. So likewise, us understanding the Bible, we know what's best for our people. Not because it's coming out of our mind, because we used to be on the same side as our people. But now God showed us the wonderful works. What's beautiful about keeping his commandments, the danger that it keep us away from. You know, God loved his people so much, it was never meant for our people to have a broken heart. I know I say that, I use that all the time because it's low hanging fruit. Because all women, they love, was it rom-com?
Yeah.
Was it romance comedy? They love
Hallmark channels,
all that.
Yeah.
They love, y'all see the reels of somebody sitting on a balcony and being fed grapes, and you just or you'll see two people laying in bed and the woman get inside the man pajamas and be like, oh, I just want to be in this skin. Like that's the lifestyle y'all thrive to live. Right, that's move right. Bingo. That's an adolescent mindset when it comes to love. Right. Because real married couples don't will. This brother married, I'm married. Real married, we don't move like that. Man, my wife busy. His wife, we busy. Man, I ain't got time to be you walking around in my pajamas. You know what I mean? And I mean be in your skin. No, we busy. But that's when you don't have the wisdom of or knowledge, you're gonna perceive the world how it's given to you. So this is what we're trying to save our people from.
Was Proverbs 24:33? Proverbs chapter 24, verse 33. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep.
Right. That and what's the other one?
It's the same thing as 6 and 10.
Right.
What you was looking for?
About she was talking about poverty in the Bible. I'm trying to think of the scripture we're talking about.
Right. Okay. Verse 34. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man.
Right, so it says, so shall thy poverty come as one that's travailing on pain, and your want, like your need, will be as an armed man. So, that's why I asked you what came first. The lifestyle we see somebody living in poverty, or the mindset?
I don't know, but I feel like they go hand in hand depending on
They
how
do.
you grew up.
But the result of what you're seeing out on the street is the outcome of what happened in the mind first. A lot of times, yeah, we all fall on hard times, but some people give up. Some people stop trying. Some people become lazy. That's why the Bible says a little folding of the hands, a little slumber, a little sleep. Now, if I know that bills is kind of overwhelming me, I either A, need to start working more hours, or B, I need to get another job. I might need to work 2 jobs. It ain't gonna be forever, but it's because I have responsibilities. I have things that I have to take care of, especially when you're a man. Nobody want to keep hearing excuses. As a man, we're taught to produce. That's why we make better leaders than women, because women are taught what? To be emotional. We talk logical. The Lord set us up to be leaders for a reason. Now, when you remove the leader from the household, what do we have now in our community? Even the men now that our women complain about are emotional, but they raised by who? Women. Because you took the men out of the house. So all these things are connected, and this is what we're trying to put back in our community. Order, balance. But it starts with what? The Bible. So I know one of the things you said about if you can take poverty out of our community, you would.
I don't know, I wouldn't take it out because I feel like it can drag you to be better and do better. You feel me? But
If you let it.
yeah, if you want to be better.
Right, if you want to be better.
But I feel like it's people like you never know people's story. Like it's
True.
people that just
Some people-
turn the wrong way.
Right, some
you feel
people,
me? They can't
some
go
bad
back.
stuff happened to them.
Yeah.
Right. But as a nation of people, and we can support Gucci, and we can support Louis, all these different people that don't look like us, well, again, comes back to the Bible. Why can't we come together and put something in place to where if our people fall on hard times, they got something that will help them? Like case in point, right? Everybody got a job, everybody working, right? If check this out. So why haven't a mayor of a city put this in place? Everybody who working, $20 gonna come out of your check. Everybody that's working is gonna go to the city you stay in. We're gonna build a shelter. Everybody that's working, that's paying into this is how big these shelters are gonna be. So you're guaranteed a room and board and food if you fall on hard times. If you fall on hard times, We're gonna check the book and see how much money, and it's gonna buy you some rent or some time to get back on your feet. If you see that your state or your city has what? A poverty issue, why wouldn't you put nothing in place to prevent that from happening?
They see it though.
It's because they want it to happen. They want it to happen.
Casino.
Right,
Get money.
right, get money.
They want
You know how much that casino
money,
made?
people.
You know how much that casino made? What it made, like $4 million in less than a
Yeah,
month?
that ain't even the real one. That ain't even, that's the
Right, that's the
temporary.
temporary one, yeah.
But it show you what, that people desire that. Because when you put in front of people the opportunity to get rich, they gonna go after it.
Who don't want money though?
True, but money can destroy you if you got a
Yeah.
poverty mindset.
If it's like that, you
Right.
feel me? But all in all, money, you need money to do everything.
Right, the Bible tells us it's a defense. Right. So, if I was to ask you what's your nationality, what would you say?
I'm black.
You sure?
I mean,
You bet your car on it? What color is your skin? So are you black?
well, I'm gonna say like I'm African American.
No, you can't be African American. You know who African American are? Those two white men. You have Leo Scipio Africanus, who's a white man. Then you got Amerigo Vespucci. He's a white man. Can two men have a baby? Do our people, do our bloodline come from white people? No. So we can't be African American. That's a new name anyway. That name didn't come about to when?
You know, I was born 2000. I don't know.
Yeah, then you don't. I gave you a little bit more credit. See, I'm born in
They
2000.
didn't teach us none of this stuff.
So in 1988, Jesse Jackson came up with the term African American. I was born in 87. I'm older than my nationality.
So what we supposed to? We just brown?
That would be closer to the other two things we
That
named.
ain't an option on that.
It's not an option. So it show you what? Those things or that understanding have been taken away from us. I'm going to read you a few scriptures out of the Bible. Now, what's the great history when it pertains to our people? That every nation know about our people. Slavery. Can't no other nation, can't nobody watch Roots and say, nah, that was white people that happened. No, this never happened to you. No, this was Japanese. No, ain't nobody gonna believe that. Everybody knows it was who? The blacks and Hispanics. This happened to those people. What if I told you that's in the Bible? Would you believe me?
Yeah, I believe all the stuff that's happening, like COVID, all that stuff.
All the
COVID,
pestilence,
all
huh?
that's in there. Yeah, all
So I was born in 2000, but I believe it.
yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I believe
Grab verse 28 and 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So the Most High said, it shall come to pass, which means it shall happen. And you will not hearken or listen with the intent to do. And all these curses shall come upon you. Read.
The voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So what's on the opposite side of, you got commandments and curses. So if I don't keep the commandments, what's going to happen to me? everybody a teacher.
Yeah, she says the slave
That's the
Bible.
slave Bible.
She don't know what the slave Bible is.
Right. Yeah. So the Most High God is telling us, keep my commandments, or it's going to be consequences or curses. Read the first verse after verse 15.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city,
it. Man, it ain't.
and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. So I want to take it back to not ancient times, but slavery time, and bring it up to today. What's one of the ways we were cursed in the field during slavery?
A lot of people couldn't be with their kids. Or
Okay,
couldn't keep their children.
right,
A lot of the men was taken away, like from being a leader in the house.
Right.
So they, you know,
that's true. That's true. What about today? What's some of the ways that we cursed in the field today? Because what was they doing in the field back then? Which is what? Work, right? So bring it up to today. How is the same group of people cursed in the field today?
it wouldn't be work.
Yes, it's work. You know how we can prove it? Money, but what else? Your counterpart or the other nations, when they come into the job, they might come in what? Over you. You got to start what? At the entry level. We got to work our way up. We don't come into jobs and we automatically the GM or the lead. No. A lot of times on our job, they'll take the person that's been there, bring in the person that's over you, and you got to train them. That's a curse. Why they just can't hire you? They hire him. Right. No, you said it right because you brought right. So how we cursed in the city? Back then during the time of slavery, how we cursed in the city? You just walk freely in the city? You just leave your plantation and just go straight to the nearest city? You couldn't. You had to have what? A pass, a slave pass. Somebody asked, "What you doing here, boy?" You had to pull that pass out, and they had to be shown a written letter from your master that you came into the city to grab these things. Likewise, bring it up to today. How is the same group of people cursed in the city?
I mean, we can't get certain opportunities.
True. They keep you out of certain neighborhoods. Realtors told my wife to her face that they're paid more money to keep black people out of certain neighborhoods. They're paid more money. You get a check for not showing blacks and Hispanics that this neighborhood is over here. Why?
I believe it because they think everybody got 50 million kids.
Yeah, they don't want you in there.
In jail, or somebody sell drugs.
Right, because they know once you get over here, every weekend it's going to be Chevys and Hondas out there with a damn barbecue grill, playing what? Frankie, Beverly, and Mays. And now don't show them this neighborhood.
They might be paying some push ice to them.
Yeah, that's true too.
They didn't upgrade.
But this is, the realtors are shown to keep blacks and Hispanics out of certain neighborhoods. That's a curse. Because the first thing you'll say, I'm a taxpaying citizen. I should be allowed to move in this neighborhood. You're not. What about the way we're policed in the neighborhood, in the city?
Always us.
It's always us.
Yeah.
It's always. So the Lord is showing us these things are curses. Jump to verse astonishment. Is that 37? Yep.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
You know what the term astonishment means?
A little bit.
So
Like I know astonished, mean like shocked.
you shocked, right? Right. So like, think about if you was in high school, the most popular person in school, and you seen them today and they just fell off bad. You'll be like, damn.
Yeah, you always had them.
Man, you had the money, you used to, man, how you'll be shocked, you'll be amazed. Like 50 said, damn, homie. All right, high school, you was the man, homie. Just what the Lord has said, everybody else gonna say that to us. Why? Because at one point in time, they understand how great the Israelites was. How did this great nation fall so low? So the Lord said, you shall be an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. A proverb is a wise saying. You want to keep something from a nigga, what? Put it in the book. They'll tell you what, an elevator can raise a black man, but
Damn. That shit crazy.
they'll tell you an elevator can raise a black family, but a black man can't. These are type of, that's a proverb. A byword, what's your name? Equation. If I call you anything, if I call you, is it LaQuasion? Dequation, right? So if I call you LaQuasion, if I'm like LaQuasion, you're gonna be like, that's not my name. It's dumb. Call me by my name, right? So a byword is anything that you're called outside of your God-given name. Did God give us the name black? Did he give us African American? Did he give us, God didn't give us that. Did he give us Hispanic? No, you read in the Bible that God calls us what? The 12 tribes of Israel. Or the Israelites, because that's who we descend from. Jacob, our forefather, name was changed to Israel. Israel means what? Prince of the power. Which also is another word for what? Children of God. Read. Verse 37 again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
What? Above all nations where the Lord shall lead thee. You know why it's an astonishment? Because all of us had the same thought when we be watching these slavery movies. Man, there's 200 niggas on this boat. Man, this 3 white men was shot. Why ain't nobody took this nigga over? Man, it's a 200 people on this plantation.
Like, look, I would have been like, look, let's all get him.
Let's get them. It's about as believable as 9/11 when they told everybody that they hijacked the plane with box cutters. You like, nah, I ain't seeing nobody hijack a plane with box cutters. I ain't going for that. But it shows you what? This is a part of our astonishment. How, man, people see we the fastest people on earth. We the strongest people on earth. We got the best hands. When you see us boxing in boxing, you see the best fighters always come from the Hispanics or the blacks.
Because we mad. We got more to fight for.
Say we mad. That's true though. A little poverty make you strong though.
I don't know. We always feel like we gotta work 10 times
Time
harder.
hard, right? Yep. Jumped over to verse 45.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
So it said these curses, these things are going to happen to you for not keeping the commandments. You're not going to be able to outrun them. No matter where you go, what mind frame you take to believe in another idol, whatever you do, these things are going to come upon you for being disobedient to my word. Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Because you didn't listen to me. You wanted to go do something else. Read.
to keep his commandments,
To keep his commandments. All this because we being disobedient. Read.
and his statutes which he commanded thee, and they shall be upon thee for a sign.
And they should be upon us for a sign. How do you know if somebody got on Tommy Hilfiger?
You see it.
You see it. It's a sign on the shirt. How you know if somebody got on Ralph Lauren? Even though USPA is better. That's for another debate.
Hell no.
But y'all be hating on USA, but you know what? I ain't gonna make this about that. I ain't gonna make this about that.
No. You see it.
You see it. It's a sign. Same way somebody got on Gucci, Louis. So the Lord said you're going to be able to identify these people, my people, throughout the earth, because this sign will be upon them. Read.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
For forever. So these gonna, your children, your children, we the product of that because our ancestors was what? Slaves. Read.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness, and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things.
Right, so we didn't serve the Most High with joyfulness, with abundance of gladness and joyfulness of heart. Case in point, if you go into a restaurant, say you paid a little bit of, you ever been to like Ruth Chris or somewhere like that? The money that you paying, your service got to match that, right? So if your service, you don't order that tomahawk, your server come over there.
I'm like, he really paid for that?
No, I'm saying, not even.
Oh, you want that?
No, not even. Yeah, that too. But you want your service to match what you paying for, right? So if your server come over there with an attitude, here go y'all food. She throw it on the table, steak bounce off the plate. You gonna be like, damn, you ain't serving me with joyfulness and gladness of heart. Like you act like I'm a burden to wait on me. That's what the Lord is saying. The things that the Lord asked us to do, it wasn't outside of the realm of being irrational. The Lord asked us to keep His commandments. The Lord told us, hey, if you're gonna get married, make sure you marry that sister and do right by her. The Lord telling the woman, be obedient to your husband. Don't eat abominable foods. The Lord, all these different things are the commandments. Keep my Sabbaths. All these things, the Lord said the things I'm telling y'all to do are not irrational. But since you don't want to serve me with joyfulness and gladness of heart, since you acting like it's a burden to keep the commandment, all these judgments, all these curses gonna come upon you. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Your enemy gonna take it easy on you or light on you? Your enemy, if you gotta serve them, they gonna take it easy on you or light? Right, you said it right. Neither. Your enemy gonna do what? They gonna work the hell out of you. What they do to us in slavery? Work the hell out of. What they doing to us now? Working the hell out of you. You gotta work what? 50 hours, 60 hours. You gotta work a little bit of overtime just to have a little bit of breathing room. Or you gotta work so much you don't never get to do the things you want to do. Your life just consumes or evolves around what? Making them money. You might make a decent living, but somebody say, damn man, you always at work. You like, well hell, I gotta be. Gas now went up, what, $1.20 or what, the last, couple weeks?
I just started really looking at the gas too.
Yeah, because for a long time, we ain't had to look at it. $2.35.
Pulling up the store, just getting gas.
Yeah, it's just getting.
$3.99.
Yeah, you put that 20 in there.
$3.80.
That $3.80 now.
I put 10 out the other day. That was gone in 2 days. Things going on, like adults and stuff though. But it do help, like having some. I feel like just I got like the Bible app on my phone. I feel like when I do read scriptures or when I do feel like motivated to do something or
Right.
change certain things, it's like everything going on after that. Like so much other stuff
Right.
be coming up. And
We'll get to that.
Peter,
Where you at? Verse 48.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Who did the Lord send against us? Equation. Yeah. You mind taking the flyer, sis?
I wouldn't mind. Thank you, sir.
All praise. So it said the Most High gonna send our enemy against us. Who the Lord sent against us? Who put us in slavery?
Yeah, right here, the liquor store.
Hmm? Who put us in slavery? What people put us in slavery? Oh, okay. I just want to establish that so when we get to read further down, we'll know who the enemy is. Because the Lord didn't say your friend. The Lord called him what? An enemy. An enemy gonna rule over you what? With vigor, with hatred, with harshness. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness.
When we hungry, who we gotta go to? You gotta go to these restaurants or these grocery stores. Who they owned by? Who control the chemicals put in your food? Who say? They call it what? FDA, right? But they control all these different the glycerides and monetize and peroxides that's put in your food. All these different sides that you read the bag and they say, damn, why all this in the bag of potato chips?
Right.
They control that. So the Lord said you got to go to your enemy for food. What else?
And in thirst.
And then thirst. If you thirsty, you pay a water bill. Yep. Some people get real fast and say, nah, I don't pay a water bill. No, it's enrolled in your rent. If you stay somewhere and you don't pay a water bill, the state or the city that you get that water, they already enrolled it into your rent. Ain't nothing free. Ain't no way in hell they giving hundreds of millions of gallons of water for free. No, you paying for it. It's in your rent. Read.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. When we need clothing and things of that nature, do we own the raw material to make these clothing? No, you have to do an outsourcing. But then you don't own the trade and imports and exports of these things. All this is controlled by your what? Your enemy, which is who? True, which is who? The white man. Right. So when you look at, because if he set them ports down, whatever in them shipyards when you run out, it's over.
but even with knowing all that, like we still gotta work for it.
Right, because that's a part of our what? It's a part of our judgment. We're going to read verse 48 again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord going to send them against us. Jump on to verse 45 because of this.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments, and his statutes which he commanded thee.
So these things happen to us because we didn't listen to God. So the best way I can equate it or transpose it to you is to bring it to a relationship level. Say you in a relationship, right? I ain't gonna make you the bad person in a relationship. I'll make you the good person. Say you tell your husband, all these little hussies you entertaining, they don't care about you. They ain't gonna rub your feet. They ain't gonna fix your food. When you run around here and your gout flared up, they ain't gonna fix your medicine. They ain't gonna make sure you check your sugars. They don't love you like I do. He be like, I ain't trying to hear you. You don't believe in my rap career. Then he leave you, right? He go out there, and then some months and some times go by, you get a call 2:30 in the morning. Man, baby, you was right. Man, these women ain't none. They just want me for my money. They don't care. The girl I'm with, man, she don't know how to fix my medicine. You like, nigga, I ain't trying to hear all that. I told you this was going to happen to you. The Lord saying the same thing. I'm your God. Listen to the instructions that I'm giving you because I love you. These commandments are for your benefit. If you leave these things, all these curses or all these judgments are going to happen to you. The Lord is saying the exact same thing. This is a relationship. The Most High is the head. We follow his lead. He giving us order and structure, but it's in the form of what? Thou shalt not. But it's for you to learn it and see, oh, by me applying this to my life, this keep me from this. Case in point, the best possible way of the safest sex is what? Between a husband and wife. If both of them is committed to this relationship. There's no contraceptive, there's no pill, there's no ointment that you can put on to keep you safe. Why? Because people are dying from sexually transmitted disease. But the world teaches what? This is how you practice safe sex. The Lord, you never read that. The Lord never tell you to do those things. But those things are given to us by our enemy. Why? Because they're playing on your lust. If your lust is to sleep with a lot of men or sleep with a lot of women, you're going to trust in these safe options. When the safest option is for you to get married and only be with that person. That's an illusion that we run to because we want to be catered to our lust. So any avenue or any invention that allows us to dwell in our lust, we'll follow after. Follow me? So like you said, yeah, we got to serve this man, but it's because of our judgment. It's a part of our punishment for being disobedient. It's like if you got a child, you put them on punishment for getting bad grades and talking back to you. Mama, why you got me on punishment? Because of your actions.
But sometimes the punishment still don't change.
Yeah, because why?
All in all, because it's still all the worldly stuff around. So it's like
Bingo. So even though you put
you
the
can be strong-minded, but I feel like even people that do everything right, like or do pray and do follow the commandments, it's still stuff that's gonna happen to them. So I feel like a lot of people feel like.
That's funny you say that because we just went over that third
I might as
way.
well live how I wanna live.
No, so it's a difference.
Cause we all gonna die anyway.
Right, but what happened after you died?
It depends on who you ask.
Let's ask the scriptures. We'll get to that in just a minute.
People believe different things. And I'm an open-minded person.
People-
So
I can believe that I can fly to the top of that building. What am I doing? All the warnings that people give me. Listen here, big dog. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, bro, you not. Hey, man, man, R. Kelly said I can fly. I was listening to this morning. I'm gonna walk out the top of that building. Jesus did it. I believe in Jesus. I'm gonna do it too. Bro, don't walk your big ass up there and jump on the side of that building. I believe I can do it. Now, who right and who wrong? The person that's warning you not to do it, they right. You believe so strongly in something that's gonna lead you to your destruction.
you know, it could be the flip side. Because some people feel like that the Bible was written over too many times. They feel like it's been touched too many times.
But the
So
people,
they don't know that if it means something or if it don't.
but the
Some
people that,
feel like a lot of
well,
people
I
lie.
understand exactly what you said. But the people that saying that, the one question that everybody out here would ask them: how much time have you spent with this book?
Yeah, do you read?
Do you read? Do you follow it?
Yeah.
That's the difference. Let's go to 1 John 2. This is the difference between people that claim to know the Bible and people that live it. Every brothers out here can go in this book and we can show you what this Bible is saying versus The Lord work in mysterious ways. Now, what's the opposite? What's the opposite of love? What's the opposite of love? Hate. Keep that in mind. 1 John chapter 2 and verse 3.
The book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments.
This is how we know if somebody know God. Because they keep his commandments. Just like I can say I know you, but if I say, Quasia, the one with the Escalade, sitting on 40s, that's from Dubai. No, not her. The one with the Honda. Oh yeah, now we talking about the same person. So now, if everybody claiming God, now I gotta see what God you talking about. Because the God of this Bible say the only way you know him is what? If you keep his commandments. Read.
He that saith I know him,
But the person that say I know God, read.
and keepeth not his commandments,
Because you can say you know God, but you're not subscribing to the way God say you supposed to know him. You living according to an idol. But the God of this Bible say, if you know me, you keep my commandments. He that saith I know him, read.
and keepeth not his commandments,
But don't do nothing he say, read.
is a
The
liar.
Lord said you are a liar. And this is what a lot of our people do. I know Jesus. I love me some Jesus. I pray every day. God ain't say that's how you know him. God ain't say that's how you know him.
I got my own relationship with God.
When God ever say that? The God, Most High never said that. Read.
And the truth is not in
And
him.
the truth not in him. Read.
But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of God perfected.
Read.
Hereby know we that we are in him.
Right.
He that saith he abideth in him, ought himself also to walk, even as he walked.
So the person that saying they living according to God and I'm God-fearing and all that, you got to walk how he walked. How did Christ walk? Let's go to it. So you said, what's the opposite of love? So God said, he that love me keep my commandments. If you ain't keeping commandments, what are you saying with your lifestyle?
You saying you don't want to follow him.
Was you saying what? What's the opposite of love? Hate. You said,
Someone said it.
that's what the Bible just said. You see how clear the Bible is? That's how clear the Bible is, but it's not to make you give up. It's to show you that, oh, I need to get on track with the Most High. It's showing you that I believed in what people said about God versus what God have said himself. God not saying this to discourage you. He's saying this for you to say, damn, I've been following you wrong. Let me follow you right. That's supposed to be the mindset. We're going to go back and read it again. But this is how Christ walked.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 21. For even hereunto were ye called,
This is how you were called. This is how you were called and why you was called. Read.
because Christ also suffered for us,
Because Christ suffered for us. He died on the cross for his people. Read.
leaving us an example that ye shall follow his steps.
Leaving us an example that this is how we should follow him. The way that our people follow Christ now is not the same way the Bible's written. The Bible tells us that he did no sin. Our people are headlong into idol worship, headlong into fornication, eating abominable foods, disobedient. You say what?
So many sins. I feel
a lot
like
of
if
laws
you,
in
it's
America.
Yes.
so many, like the whole damn world.
When you look at that, it's because of everything that we're taught. We can try or we can indulge in whatever our hearts desire. So it's certain things that you might have never even thought of. Like when I was coming up, black people didn't do shrooms. Now,
Yeah, it was like so much.
I hear a lot of young black people, man, I be doing shrooms. Like, when did we just become the people to just try so many drugs? At one point in time, our people didn't do meth and Molly. That was for white people. Now we on that stuff hard as hell because we're looking at, I can just try and do whatever I want because we're not held back by the commandments. We're not restrained from giving ourselves over to this wickedness, so we think we can just indulge in anything, and by us doing that, it's destroying us. But let's get further to how Christ walked.
For us, leaving us an example that ye shall follow his steps,
This is our example, to follow his steps, read,
who did no sin,
who did no sin. So that means we have to turn away from sin. We ain't fall out of no damn spaceship. I'm gonna just be 100. I always use myself as an example. I used to smoke an ounce of weed. I was heavy into smoking weed. So I don't want to hear these young cats like, man, I just can't stop. Brother, you looking at somebody that lived in a cloud of smoke. You looking at somebody that did it. The Lord take people that live the exact same lifestyle that all people live in and bring them out of it. So why? They take the excuse away from all people. Because all people say, man, I can't do it. Like, I can't. Bro, I was worse. But it's not to show all people we're holier than thou. It's show you that you can do it. The difference between us and our people that's on the other side is effort. We read in here and seen that this is what God said, and I believe that the Most High man in His word, and that whatever He say He gonna do to those people that don't repent, He gonna do it. I ain't want it to be done to me. So let me stop doing those things in which He say He gonna do to those people that's living in those curses, so to speak. Read.
who did no sin, neither was guile found in his mouth.
Right, so when we come out here and teach, we don't teach people lies like they do in the Christian church. Because Christ didn't teach lies. Christ didn't stand for it. He taught our people according to the will of the Most High. Now let's go back to 1 John 2 and verse 6. What's the opposite of love? Hate. Is it any gray area? No. You ever been in a relationship before? A man going upside your head and saying he love you, you gonna believe him? If he's stealing out your purse and he say he love you gonna believe him? If he say he love you, but he trying to sleep with your friends and your best friends and your cousins, is you gonna believe him? You don't care how loudly he scream what? Praise, I love you, baby. He got on Jodeci boots, he's spinning in the rain, but his actions showing you what? Hate. So now let's take that same mindset and apply it to us. Jesus, I love you. Every weekend I'm fornicating. God, I love you. I love me, Jehovah Jireh. We naming everything they teach us in Christianity. But we saying I love you, but our actions are saying what? God told me don't eat abominable foods, I'm eating them. God tell me not to lie, I'm lying. God tell me not to steal, I'm stealing. God tell me don't have hatred for my brother in my heart, I hate my people. I can't stand that nigga, or that get on my nerves. God tell me what? That I should live prosperous, that I should be a husband of one wife, or why I submit to the husband, I'm out here sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. But I'm screaming, I love you, God. How you think God looking at us? If I'm looking at the man that doing me wrong and saying he love me, and I'm saying, nigga, you lying, how you think God looking at us? Nigga, you lying. Well, cause everything that I'm displaying is showing what? That I hate you. Read.
The book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 6.
Start at verse 3.
Verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him.
The Bible is saying this is how we know that we know God. Read.
If we keep his commandments.
If we keep his commandments. Hold this. Let's go to John 14:15. Let's see if Christ said the same thing. All the prophets are online with one thought.
The book of St. John, chapter 14 and verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
If you love me, keep my commandments. Let's go back to 1 John chapter 2. All the prophets they writing in the same spirit. So they not lying, they not making it up. Read.
The book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him. If we keep his commandments.
If we keep his commandments.
He that saith I know him.
He that saith I know him.
And keepeth not his commandments. Is a liar.
Is a liar. So I can't say that I know God. Because if I say I know God, you know how prideful that is? To say I know God and I'm not doing nothing He say? You wouldn't. If you that light right there, right? If a police is coming adjacent, I learned that. If the police is coming adjacent from that way, right? Both of y'all at a red light. Side of his car say police. Would you look at him and say, and run the red light? Right. Why? Because you, so I can't, but only way that I will do that if I don't know that's the police. Likewise, how can I say I know God? I know what he stands for. I know the things that he would do to me for being disobedient, and I do it. I can't know God. I can't know his judgment. That's like my mama tell me, don't go outside. I open the front door and I look back at my mama. What you think gonna happen to me?
Something gonna happen to fall and slip or something.
Or she gonna beat my butt?
Yeah, that too.
Because of what? Oh, now you playing with me. I ain't all the way outside, mama. Well, I'm gonna beat the side that is outside. That's how we play with God. Read.
He that saith, I know it, and keepeth not his commandments is a liar.
So the Most High telling you lying, but he ain't say you gotta remain a liar. Just come out of that lifestyle, come out of that mindset. Learn me for real. At one point in time, we was doing that, man. Man, God, my homie. Man, that we, nigga, I love God. Got a blood in my ear, one in my mouth. We pass it to him, man. I know, man. No, I can't say I know God because the things that I'm doing, God disagrees with. So I can't say that I know him. Read.
And the truth is not in him.
And the truth not in me. Read.
But whoso keepeth his word,
Well, whoso keepeth the commandments,
in him verily is the love of God perfected.
in him barely is the love of God perfected. What's the opposite of love? So if I'm not keeping the commandments, what am I showing? Hate. You know how we can prove that? 1 John 5:3. It's simple. That's why the Bible say the simplicity that's in Christ. Like the Bible, now don't get it twisted. It is deep, dark sayings in the Bible. It is dark parables that take some time to be understood, like Genesis, John, Revelation. But those things are not needed for your salvation. The things that are needed for your salvation, God make them plain to understand. On the 14th day of Eve of the first month, you shall observe the Passover. For 7 days, no leaven should be in your house. Take all the leavened bread or yeast out of your house and partake in the feast of unleavened bread. That's easy to be understood. That's what's coming up next Wednesday night. We're going to be observing Passover. The Lord tell you 50 days after this, you shall observe the feast of first fruits. The Lord is very detailed. All we got to do is we got to spend time with it. Read.
The book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3.
Start verse 1.
Verse 1. Whosoever believeth that Jesus is the Christ is born of God. And everyone that loveth him, that begat, loveth him also that is begotten of him.
What is love? The Bible going to explain it in a few passages, but I just want to see if you can knock it out the park right quick.
I don't think so.
You know, what's
Still
love?
learning.
What we've been reading about so far. Why the Israelites go into slavery? Because they didn't do what? Obey. Obey the what? You're right, but obey what?
Man,
Commandments. What you think love is? No, what you think love is? Just going by the things we've been going over so far, because it said the only way to know God is what? Is to keep what? What our people always say, God is love.
God is good.
But commandments is what? Order, structure, is discipline.
A lot of people don't got this.
Right, because they ain't following what? The word. Read.
Verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God when we love God.
By this we know that we love the children of God. Read.
When we love God.
When we love God. Read.
And keep his commandments.
What?
And keep his
I
commandments.
ain't gonna be able to get that out of my head for the rest of the day.
What?
But I do got like 3 blunts pre-rolled. Made me
We
feel
always
bad when
did.
you said it.
We always do.
Smokers, no smokers. One more scripture. Read.
Verse 3.
Y'all gotta go back to Deuteronomy 28.
Oh, yeah.
For this is the love of God,
For this is the love of God.
that we keep his commandments.
What's love?
Keep your commandments.
keeping the commandments. Read.
And his commandments are not grievous.
It's not grievous. So if I'm saying I love God, I got to display that through what?
Following the word.
Following the word, the keeping of the commandments. So we can tie everything up. Let's go back to Deuteronomy 28. So now we know that the Israelites failed because they did what? They didn't keep the commandments. So in order to get out of this situation, what must the so-called blacks and Hispanics start doing? Following the commandments. The Most High God said he was going to send our enemies against us through hunger and thirst and nakedness and in want of all things. Let's go back to 48. Yep.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
How do we serve our enemies? Read. Who are our enemies? How do we serve them? In history, through our history. Which is called what? Which is called what? Slavery. Slavery. Nowadays we're in a form of slavery, just not hard bondage. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Whatever you need from this, whatever you need, you can own land, own the house on the land. Your grandma can die. You know you just can't go in the backyard and bury her. You got to get this man permission. You like, this my grandma. This ain't your grandma. This my grandma. I own the land. I own the house. But I have to get a death certificate or permission from you to bury my family on my property. If I want to go fishing, what I got to get? If I want to drive on these streets that the fix them come out of my check, I got to have what? A license that go through what? Him. Everything go through him. If I want to hunt, I got to do what? Go through him. If I want an LLC for my business, I got to do what? Go through him. For in want of all things, read.
And in want of all things, he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
You know what a yoke of iron is? You ever seen Roots?
I haven't watched the whole thing though, because I got a boss that's white. Man, you want to go to work next day and like, look,
It'd be like
look, square up.
Square. Where you from?
Here.
Are you from here? Look on that picture down there. You see our brothers and sisters with those iron things around their neck? That's what you call a yoke of iron. It was real heavy. You couldn't like turn and look. It was a burden to keep you in line. Like when you see the chain gang with prisoners. That's how they had a line of us. Some of them had yokes of iron. Some of them had like stocks of like wood and shackles. They'll shackle them all in and tighten the wood up on the side and put like these big like wood poles on their shoulder and keep them all in a line like that. The Lord say the enemy was gonna put that around our necks. What people put that on our necks? White people. So God is letting you know who our enemy is. You see how clear God is? He gonna let you know. You just gotta spend some time with him. He very clean, very direct. See, he ain't like the little player niggas we meet on this. What's that picture, baby? Now the Lord ain't like
You in
that.
this player work.
The Lord a straight shooter. The Lord gonna tell you, if you can't trust nobody else, you can trust the Most High. He gonna tell you exactly how it is. Read.
He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Until he have destroyed thee. Are we destroyed as a people?
I say, yeah, but
Yes.
it ain't too late.
It ain't too late. Bingo. I'm glad you understood that. Because it's a form of destruction to where I can still see the image of something, but I can't use it in that state. Like if I punch a hole in the TV, I still can see the TV, but it's destroyed. The thing that I want to be able to use it for is to watch a vision. I can't do that no more. So I still can see God's people, the so-called blacks and Hispanics upon the earth, but they're in a condition that they're not profitable. Not even to themselves, because why? Their mind been destroyed. But it's not too late. What fixes a destroyed mind? if keeping the command, if not keeping the commandments destroyed you, what repairs it? The commandments. The commandments. Read. I jump to 68.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So the Most High said He will bring us into Egypt again with ships. You know anything about Moses freeing the Israelites from Egypt?
A little bit. I ain't really in my Bible big, but I read like songs. You know, I like songs. Songs
Yeah.
is relatable.
Everybody loves songs.
It's relatable.
No, it really is.
My mama always like read songs.
So I understand. So when you look at when the Israelites left Egypt, they didn't leave in a boat. You read about Moses splitting the Red Sea and the Israelites walked into the wilderness, but you never read about them taking a boat. When you look on the map, you don't have to take a boat from Egypt to Israel. So you gotta you ever had a time in your life that became like a reference point and a lot that you and your friends can, like case in point, right? You ever been to an event and had a good time? And now, let's say that event was called, arts and craft, right? So one of your homegirls can't go with you to the next event y'all went to. And you say, girl, she say, girl, how was it? You say, girl, it was arts and craft. Everybody automatically understand the reference point that you're using, so they know the event that you just left, even though it wasn't arts and craft, that's what type of time y'all had. You had a great time. So likewise, the Israelites were slaves in Egypt, right? When you read in the Bible, the word Egypt is mean bondage. Let's read that right quick. Exodus. Just to prove to you.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 1. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Where were we in America? When they got us off those slave ships, where were we?
I don't know.
We was enslaved. Slave is another form of what? Bondage. The Most High said, I brought you out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So when you read in the Bible, Egypt is also synonymous or equated to a hard time or a time that God's people was in bondage in Egypt. So you follow me? So when we get to verse 68, we didn't leave Egypt on the ship. Read verse 68 again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So Most High is saying, if you be disobedient, if you don't, because everything we just read above this about what's going to happen to us if we be disobedient. The Lord finished it off by saying, if you be disobedient, I'm going to bring you into another Egypt. Everybody automatically should say, oh, damn, I don't want to go into another Egypt. That wasn't a great time for my people. Oh, we had some hard bondage in that land. I don't want to go back there. So the Lord said, the next bondage I'm going to take you to is going to be by way of ships. Or the next Egypt I'm going to take you to going to be by ships. How did our people get to America from the western banks of Africa?
They were just having ships.
By ships, right? Well, the Bible told you to. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
And the Lord shall bring thee into bondage again with ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
As collectively as a people, we have not seen our homeland again. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemy.
And when we get off that boat in the land of America, where we sold? 45, 25, 55, sold to Master Johnson. We shall be sold to our who? Who we said we're going to be sold to? Who are our enemies? Who bought blacks and Hispanics? White people. Bingo, Rick.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen
Slave men
and bondwomen.
and slave women.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man shall redeem you. Have we been redeemed out of this captivity? No, because we're still here. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
So he said, I'm going to make this covenant with the children of Israel. Who did that history happen to? Who went into slavery on ships? Forced them hard bondage in the cotton field, tobacco field, guava.
No, why I keep saying it, friend? Us.
Which are who? Who would this happen to? Did God say black people?
No,
Who he say?
Israel.
So if this is our history, then who are we?
Israel.
Bingo. You see how simple God is.
You know you just closed that up?
Nah, I didn't. God closed it up. But this how direct God is. All we have to do is spend time with it. That's all we got to do. That's
We
why
got time, friend.
we do got time. We got time. And we got time to, hey. Start to the circle. We got time for all that.
I don't do that.
Not saying you are, when we
I
speak,
bob my head when I ride my line.
we speak collectively as a nation of people. It's never individuality, because as a nation of people we suffer. So when we say these things, we speak for the majority, because majority of our people live like that. Look, I want you to think about something. Next, you watch Netflix, Hulu,
Yeah, they keep taking the money, so I make sure I watch it.
right?
They snatch it. Even when I don't want them to.
Yeah, they gonna hit you.
I'm
They gonna
on
hit you.
Netflix all day.
They gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Be mindful of how much time, because we watch Netflix and stuff like that too. But we make sure we read first.
Yeah.
We make sure we get in this first. And you don't have to do it alone. We got wives. Well, not him, but we got wives, which means we got sisters that we congregate with. You don't have to do this alone. There's information on that flyer that you can reach out to,
Let me make
and you
sure.
can help get built up.
Let me make sure. I ain't see no address on here.
Ain't no address on there.
Now, you know,
So where I'm supposed to go?
now you gotta earn. You reach out to us, you'll get the address. The address on there for, it ain't on there for
I see the
for a
stuff.
purpose.
You on your social media?
Yeah, because the lady in the and she found out what it been.
You got social media?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got a Facebook. And I be on YouTube too, so I can just do those.
You can type your Facebook in here.
Yeah, we'll
That way,
reach.
it give you the, if you want to learn through that.
Because what we went over today is, it ain't even a drop of a bucket. It's a half of a drop of a drop of a drop. There's so much more that needs to be learned and applied. We're not gonna get it all today, but our purpose of coming out here is to get the ball rolling, that our people may start to think.
Yeah, it was meant for me to stop. My cousin gonna cuss me out though.
She'll be alright. I read your cousin cuss you out, then God cuss you out.
I know he already been cussing me out.
Nah.
Being disobedient.
Yeah, well, he ain't cuss you out all the way because
That's why ain't nothing
you still got a
good
chance,
happening for
right?
real.
You still got a chance to make it right.
Yeah.
You got a chance to make it right. Make it right.
Hold me to it. Hold me to it.
Hey,
It was
look.
good talking with y'all.
Likewise.
Nice meeting you.
Have a good rest of y'all day.
You too, sis.
Don't let nobody mess y'all day up.
What time is it?
You wrap it up.
All right. Yeah, wrap it up. No, grab a dude around the 32, life and death, and then we're gonna close it out. I want you to hit his last scripture, LaQuaze. LaQuaze.
Yeah, I know.
He ain't even standing right. It's a whole apostrophe and a capital Q. It's D.
My bad. D equation. Hit his last scripture before you go. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 19.
Uh-huh.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you,
Read.
that I have set before you life and death,
Most I set before you life and death. Read.
blessing and cursing.
Blessing and curses. Read.
Therefore choose life,
Most I say choose life. Choose commandments. Read.
that both thou and thy seed may live.
That both thou and thy seed may live. So we see how we as the seeds of our parents was ushered into a life of disobedience because we never got the life part of it. All we was taught was what? The breaking of the commandments. Now this need to be instilled in our nation. So the Most I set before you today, life and death. The equation, you must choose. The Lord say, choose life that thou may live. Matthew 26 and 10. Yeah, verse 20.
That thou mayest love the Lord thy God, and that thou mayest obey his voice, and that thou mayest cleave unto him, for he is thy life, and the length of thy days, and that thou mayest dwell in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give them.
Right, so we see a lot of things that plague our community because we don't cleave to the Lord. We cleave to, I'm about to show you my age, we cleave to Chief Keef. We cleave to YB. We cleave to nonsense. We want to be like the rappers we see, the entertainers we see. We want to be like the loose women that we see. That's why I'm happy everybody tearing Lotto behind up. All this, I'll pay that $500 for a nigga make me a baby mama, and you got to marry. What happened? See somebody baby mama. The Most High humble you. Here you is, got all this money. You supposed to be so fine. You think this person's beauty will absolve them from being a baby mama? Surely somebody want to marry you, right? Nah. 21 Savage say, I'm not marrying you. I'll deal with you. But why she ain't got a ring on her finger? She ain't married material. But you want to talk bad about, okay, sis, we gonna see. Now you fall in the same predicament. Why? Because we don't listen to the Lord. The Lord is trying to keep us from everything that's going to destroy us. But we look at the things that are going to destroy us as good because we look at it with the eyes of lust instead of the eyes of the commandments. Once we start looking at life through the eyesight of the Bible, then we'll start to make the change. It don't happen though. Right, that's what I'm saying. But in order to, right, you got to be taught it. Gotta spend time with it. Matthew 26 and 10.
Book of St. Matthew, chapter 26 and verse 10.
Yes, Lord.
When Jesus understood it, he said unto them, Why trouble ye the woman? And she hath wrought a good work upon me. But ye have the poor always with, but me ye have not always. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, whensoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this, that this woman have done, be told for a memorial of her.
So every time we close our camp, we always honor this sister by the great work that she did by putting the oil on our Christ, preparing him for his burial. The Lord's word do not